Sup first as usual, indeed. What's up, Lazio? Nice to see you around a lot. I appreciate that, appreciate that. Good evening, what's up, Ray? Nice to see you as well, pretty early. But yep, how are y'all doing? Now, yesterday, I mentioned I would love to like do the watch party, but I realized, you know what, I want to like spend the time for making vids as well. I got a couple of vids done, now I feel happy about that. So today, we're gonna review like what happened in a tourney, right? We'll just check it out. And I want to see how the meta is at the top flight. And then we'll decide on what characters we want to build from there. Stuff like that. Good to see you too. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. First of all, let's do a couple of arenas, huh? Just warm us up. I wonder if my defense is even... my defense ain't winning, let me tell you something. What's my defense even? This is like a season 1 defense. It doesn't look good. Alright, what's an annoying defense that people just int into? I feel like I could mess around with like a Lily. We'll go Lily, maybe like Sonya. And now that I've latticed my Tiamat, I think we can screw around with Tiamat. Let's try this. Yep, there we go. People shouldn't be able to cleave this, and that should be annoying for defense. I want to say. You won't guess the meta on the top ranks. I won't guess? What do you mean by guess? As in, it's so unexpected and unpredictable? Or is it just... it's so high level that it doesn't even make sense? Like, how is it, right? Okay, you know what? You say I can't guess it. Here's what I'm guessing. I think it's still Plume. I think one of the best... I've not seen the tourney yet. I think one of the best, like, easiest way to win is still just Plume. This is my guess. And if not Plume, if she's like pre-ban or post-ban, it's probably gonna be still the Holden. Still the Rahu, I think, with healers. Cleave, probably not that much. High level, complex, high skill. Yeah, but at least, you know, you can learn from it. I'm pretty sure you can learn something from it. We'll see, right? Like, you know, there's also something that maybe you could pick up. Like, at least I know. I heard from chat that Bread's using, like, what? A Strive built Lilith? I wonder if that's, like, a good idea. I could just, you know, pick that out the page of Bread and then put it on mine. It'll probably work out in quite a lot of scenarios. BB Tech. Okay, BB Tech is, like, the most normal thing ever, right? I assume BB Tech is still going to be out there. There's no way BB's not in the tourney. Your etheria defense be like Plume, Futsu, Doki, and Tia. Yeah, that is annoying. Plume, Sonya, Futsu, Tia. Oh, actually true. I should be putting Plume in there. I forgot about Plume. So, Plume, Sonya, Futsu, Tia. Oh my... I will look at this. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to fight this team if I'm them. So, yep. That looks annoying. I 100% do. 4 hours of bruiser clapping bruiser's cheek. Really? If that's the case in like the higher ranked tourney, then geez. Let me check out what the ranks look like. Hold on. What are the leaderboards saying? The leaderboard is saying a couple of Veronicas, chat, by the way. A couple of Veronicas, but yeah, it's still more bruiser than anything else. It's Plume, bruiser, Plume, bruiser. If there's no Plume, it's probably because she's banned. And then it's still bruiser, right? It's just all of it bruiser. It is, okay, there's one cleaver, Zen's. This guy's probably like cooking some crazy shit. How does he even cleave? With Messiah. Same with Milo Up, but Milo Up still uses Plume, so. And Born. Yo, okay. There's quite a lot of Messiah cleaves, but I suppose in the tourney, it's way harder to cleave. In the ladder, you can still cleave like someone that's not top 20, but in a tourney, you're probably just fighting top 50 people only. 14 out of 15 top players are bruisers. Okay, so at least we know. Especially with the like release of Plume. Bruise is just too strong right now, right? Bruise is way too strong. But you know what? We're going to finish our tickets for today first. And then we'll check out the tourneys. Check out what their drafts are. And then we'll see if we can like pick something out from the freaking entire tourney and then maybe learn something from it. I doubt I can learn too much because they still play on the basis of they have max lattice everybody, or at least a high lattice investment. That's something I don't have. Surely I outspeed this and win. Where's my rat? Give me my rat. Give me my Freya as well. We'll run over. Dude, Veronica, I feel like is so underrated, by the way. Veronica is actually so underrated, especially with Halloween. I think not enough people play it. Where the hell's my Freya at? Eventually, I'll just favorite every character, and it doesn't even like... it doesn't even prioritize all the characters. Because all of the characters, I feel like... there's multiple characters of each element that I want to use sometimes. Yep, anyways, let's go. The most interesting fight was Brett versus Keker. As one would expect, right? Those two players are, in my opinion, literally two of the best, right? Keker is obviously the best from the first 20. Brett is like the dominator of the leaderboard in RTA. So it's probably just those two. We'll see what happens. I know who the winner is because of Twitter. But yeah, I wonder how the fight went though. Oh man, if you play her, if you have her. Oh, you don't have, you actually don't have Plume? Oh, you mean Veronica? Okay, I understand now. Yeah, Veronica's so nice. The Messiahs are probably counterpicks to the one cleaver. I see. They play on the old patch before CC nerfed though. CC was still weak. Oh, okay. That's one thing I would like find out as well. What patch should they play it, right? I would love to see. I guess it's unfair to change up the meta so quickly, right? But if the buff patch was implemented, I bet we will see Xiana. So who knows, right? Anyways, let's just finish this off. We are fighting that thing. Hate that. Very much hate that thing. So how do we beat this? I think we could just run the Yelly. We'll go Yelly, we'll go Doki plus a rat. Yeah, something like this. Let's see. Yo, building Doki with speed is actually such a good idea. Thank God I did that. Alright, so... never mind, this is actually not that good. Frick. I guess it doesn't matter, we'll just give it to Lily. My Lily's not at all ready, but it'll do. It'll probably do. Let's just kill off the D-Deck. I have no lattice, but I just need to trigger it maybe twice. You can trigger it twice. Ah, there we go. Nice, nice, nice. Awesome possum. Alright, that kills it. Beautiful. Yo, your boy's somewhat of a cleaver myself, eh? Got him. Question to chat. Do you guys buy tickets? Let's say, like, do you guys try to end Mythic every week in etheria? Is that what you're supposed to do? Because I've not been, like, too active here. It's kind of boring, honestly. It's kind of boring, I would say. Especially the higher up you go, the more boring it is. Because there's probably just a lot of plumes, right? But I'm wondering if I should, like, spend tickets at all. Like, I spend the gems to convert them to tickets at all. Yeah, you guys do. Oh, as a free-to-play, hell no. But Cotton says he does. Okay. I feel like it's preference, right? I would think it's worth it, but it's so boring. I feel like up top. No, we just play natural ticket. That's fair as well. I suppose I'll be the guy that does it naturally. Free lattice. Ah, I guess that's also fair, huh? You get that lattice if you hit Mythic. Ah, dude. Yeah, you actually should. You actually should. But it'll depend on how far off you are, I would say. I think I'm too far off this week, so we'll probably start climbing next week. You can maintain Mythic every week with the free fight tickets you get every day. True. The issue is I haven't been maintaining. Like, I haven't been even playing that much. Like, my everyday ticket. But ideally, yeah, you can maintain on there. I'll also say if your defense is too shit, then you'll probably drop off. But yeah, it'll all depend. Alright, against this... I want to just race you. I think I could. This guy has a Nahor. What the Bumbleclat? Give me my... There's no way you're Bloodbath Nahor. No shot. Give me my Freya. We're Mythic anyway, end of season. I see, I see. That works out for sure. Just to stay in top 50? Ah, I see. So if you want to refresh, it's probably when you're like caring about the rankings, huh? Got you, got you. Alright, can we kill them? This thing has immunity. That thing is fast, but oh my. Is this Nahor actually freaking Bloodbath? I'd be damned. This might actually be Bloodbath. Okay, no Bloodbath. I'm so confused now. There we go. Got him, got him. I care about the rewards more than the frame border. Yeah, I definitely care for the lattice way more. But given I'm in friggin' plat right now, no shot I'm getting there, right? No shot I'm getting that way too far. Oh, well, we'll finish off the tickets and then we'll start the learning process. I'd like to see what I can learn. What For the top players, yes? Okay, for this one, we should just have speed. If you're like Master 3 a few days before season end, got you. Got you. Alright, then the murder with the rat. Damn, nice. Alright, by the way, I'm gonna make this like a point. Next times 2 event, I don't know when's the next times 2 event gonna happen, but the next times 2 event will be the last event. Wait, actually no, it's not the next times 2. I guess it's for that period of time. Yeah, so by the time it's the next times 2 event, if I still can't get the Jackal Guard with the Bulwark Bloodbath, I'm just gonna give up. That's what I've decided. I'm just gonna give up on that. I'm just gonna go farm gears. Because I'm missing gears as well anyway. Yeah, bruiser's always the pick. Got you. Well, it'll still depend, I guess. Like, what bruisers do they pick? Is it just like standard Lingluo Sanya with like Fuchio with like another healer Chiaki sometimes, and then just bruiser, hold and Rahu, all that? If it's that, I won't lie, kind of underwhelming, because that's really annoying. That is really annoying to like. That's annoying to play even. It's annoying to like take in if you're on the opposing end, but it's also just annoying to play. Alright, so we got Yelly, we got you. Not too bad. We just need someone that's fast as well. I guess we could play the Plume, why not? And then, sure, a Lilium. And they do win the race now. Damn, I can't race in plat. People are just too fast. Wait, you don't cut me though. Okay, awesome. The bruisers is the same 4 bruisers every game. Rahu, Tia, Hoda, Mizuki. Mizuki is surprising. I would think Mizuki's more... Okay, I suppose if you see Tiamat, therefore Mizuki. That seems understandable. Oh, we actually killed. Nice. But yeah, Tiamat I understand. She's always been annoying. Rahu I understand after the buff. Really good. Holden has always been good, but Mizuki I guess is there to counter Tia. I wonder if I'm gonna see Mizuki just being like a bruiser herself without countering Tiamat. I doubt that though, but we'll see, right? This Tia exists. Yeah, it's probably just for Tia. In which case, damn, that is very annoying. That's actually very annoying. How do you not kill? Oh, it's because of the bubble. What about the supports though, right? I wonder about supports. There's definitely gonna be Plume. There's gonna be Plume. There's gonna be... who else? I guess Lily. Maybe we might not see Lily that much, I'm guessing. Yeah, she's mainly just for Tia. Got you. That makes sense. All right, those are the tickets done. Now, let's just check out the tournament, shall we? Let me pull it up. So weirdly enough, they don't have it on their official YouTube. They took down the VOD or something. I'm not exactly sure, but let's just find out, huh? Plume is always picked, if not bad. I guess that's kind of expectable, yes? But this is the Hyperlinker Cup Season 1. Okay. How do they start? Ooh, they have this... So before the first like global tourney or whatever, we had the whole setup IRL. I don't know if this is gonna be at the same scale. I doubt it. Let's check out how let's check the aesthetics first. Okay, it looks like this. They do it like not LAN, right? It's not LAN. It's probably online, or I'm not exactly sure if it's LAN or not. But regardless, they don't have the whole stage set up. The host though, yeah, the host looking pretty nice.
Hello everyone,
pretty cute.
To the inaugural Hyperlinker Cup Season 1, and greetings to all the Hyperlinkers. I'm your host.
I think it's online. Yeah, it feels like it, right?
Restart invite players to the Global Fest, signing for just 2 days to.
All right. So these are the casters, Car and X-Scoundrel. I know Car myself. Not sure. I don't know X-Scoundrel though. And why are you not 1080? Okay, there we go. Okay. So they just jump in. All right, no wastage of time. They just jump in. So first match is Luca versus Ronnie Plays. I think I see Ronnie Plays on the leaderboard. Not sure who Luca is. Maybe it's probably going to be on the leaderboard. I just didn't see. I know Bread. I know Keker. Dude, this is like El Clasico. God damn. This Chinese person, I think I see him a lot in the leaderboard as well. Rob that guy. Can't remember. Watchroom, I know the guy from E7. He's a really good player. Dio, not sure. But all of these are probably like high leaderboard players, right? And... prediction, okay. Everyone thinks Keker is the prediction, I see. Luca was rank 1. Oh, I see. I think just now that I checked, it was Brett, no? Was it Luca or Brett? Let me check again. Rank? Oh, Luca is rank 1. Sheesh. And there's Dio. Dude, literally, why is there 2 Dios? Does Dio just get so bored and it's like, you know, I'm just gonna open a sub account and then still climb that much? But it's basically just, why is there 3 Dios? There's 3 Dios on the leaderboard. But essentially all like people from the top 20, huh? It looks like people from the top 20. Yep, looks like it. If you want to have some fun rewatching the tourney, read a bit of the live chat. Live chat, eh? I wonder if I can see that. Actually, I can't see that. Never mind. Because they removed the VOD from the official channel. I don't know what happened. They removed the VOD from the official YouTube. This is on Twitter, and it doesn't have live chat, unfortunately. Maybe it's friends. Okay, I see. Is that barcode? Oh, are they trying to like avoid the people knowing which deal is the real deal so they cannot scout him? Dude, that is crazy if that's the case. Yes, damn. We're trying that hard? God damn. Okay, I mean, understandable. All right, let's just jump into the games, though. I want to go to the absolute start. Here we go. All right, here we go. So, it's Luca versus Ronnie first. Luca pre-bans Holden, and Ronnie pre-bans Veronica already. Chat, do we know is... Wait, Veronica never got buffed, right? So, this is just the standard Veronica. I guess people just already realize Veronica's insane. Like, at least at the top tier. I don't think there's much to learn from this tournament. Pick Plume, pick Tiamat, ban Kazuyo, pre-nerf. If that's the case, I'm actually so disappointed. I would think, you know, there's more creativity. I guess not. Alright, there you go. There's the bruisers. Lilium first from Luca. I suppose that means it's for CCs. It's an annoying like playstyle. And this is Kazuyo pre-nerf, right? Let's see what they draft in the end. So they lock Sanya for Luca's side. And then Lily on Amber. Oh, I already put mine on Amber too. And it's Tiger Yin on that Lilium. Tiger, how are they gonna control where Tiger Yin hits, right? I guess they're gonna like gang up on one person. And then it's Linglo Plume. Well, Plume is at 4th pick, so interesting, huh? I would think Plume is okay. I guess Plume first pick means the enemy can like counter pick still, so no one's gonna first pick Plume. I see. I want to see how Luca wins this. Because I don't know how to do with Plume. If Luca bans Plume, understandable. Just to secure healer? Yeah, understandable too. And yo, look at that. They both secured a healer on 3rd. I see. Like, I'm thinking backwards. Usually I would think, okay, the lock has to be the carry. Like, I lock Viper. So at least I have one carry. But they actually lock healer. And then there's the Mio. Mio and Codex. This should be pre-dev Codex. And that's a Jackal Guard Sanya. Ooh. Jackal Guard, eh? I guess it's for the speed buff. And then Kazuya. You know, Lily and Kazuya makes sense. Lily with Kazuya as well. That could solo. Mio to just stop the Tiamat with the wound. Makes sense. And then there's Doki. Good counter. I'm thinking Ronnie wins this, but maybe I'm wrong. Jackal's for the damage. Oh. I mean, speed buff as well helps out, right? But damage is definitely still there. CR push as well. I see. The no damage CC team. Well, there is a Lilium, and if you let Lily plus Kazuyo through, that is actually still, like, you could solo with that still. That's why Kazuyo needed a nerf, I would say. So they got rid of Lilium. They're fighting only a solo Kazuyo with Lily. They do have a Linglaw. So I'm also interested. This Linglaw is on Gigabyte. I wonder if Ronnie has F-Res on this Linglaw. Because I struggle with CC myself. I would love to see if I can, like, just make Linglaw counter all CCs. But we'll see. So far, I think Ronnie should win. Like, whoever with Plume should be the one that wins. They ban Doki, they have to, because they play control. This is just GG's, no? They have Plume. And then Kazuyo's half dead already. There's so much just potential in this character. She also provides Here's Lily. For her team, but I want to say something real quick. It's kind of throwing me off. I'm not sure who is who right now, but I'm pretty sure Luca is the CC'er, right? But they put the picture of Luca up top. And then Ronnie's on the other end. They're all asleep. They have immunity Linglaw, so there you go. You just cleanse it. I guess it's just Bulwark Linglaw, huh? Luca's the CC team. Yep. Ling high F-res with Bulwark. Okay, that is awesome, Rurosha. That you know have that info. That's awesome. So I want to see if this Linglaw down the line can she start resisting, right? What do you do with this Mio? Dude, this is so bad for them. This, like, Mio can't do anything. You can only ask one. And then Codex, you have to click a skill. Otherwise, Codex is like just like anti-value. I guess it doesn't matter in the end. Yeah, you still have your skill. Otherwise, we wake them up. Yeah, that makes sense. So they're out of immunity, and then the CC'ers are now just gonna get plumed. This is just plumed. I would love to see someone in a tourney counter plume well, because that's something I want to learn as well. I'm a plume abuser, And I don't ever know what to do if the enemy picks the Plume. I would think Doki Doki, and that's it. Alright, they just like sleep with 2 turns. Yeah, now 2 of them are 2 turn sleep. But then, yeah, this is gonna be a long game. Resist? Full resist on Tiamat. I wonder if Tiamat has FRS. I doubt it though. Okay, landed a freeze there though. The ban button is the best counter. I hate that the best counter to a character is a ban button. I actually hate it. I really need to like release Aya quick. I think Aya can somewhat deal with Plume. But you know what makes Plume so like just stupid? It's the undispellable curse quill. You cannot get rid of it. It's just always gonna be there. So it's almost guaranteed you will win if you get to like 9 stacks of it, right? Alright, let's check this Tiamat S1. It would probably do like a bunch. Oh, he goes for S2 first. S2, I guess, for healing. This is a long game. I'm gonna skip ahead because there's nothing happening. We'll move until we know for a fact that someone's dying. Okay, here we go. This is like important. If this Linglor can resist, then I'm building resist Linglor right now with Bulwark. But I doubt it. First of all, is he gonna even target Linglor? He goes for it. See? That Linglor probably has actual FRS, still gets slumbered. It's very dumb. The curse can be dispelled. She'll lose her value a lot. Yeah, true. But I also think if you cannot dispel the curse quill, it's so busted. It's like you just do double the damage at least when you max it. Plus the etheria effect, like it's just too much too. Plume is only a problem in a bruiser versus bruiser match. She can still get cleave. Yep. So I would say her weakness definitely getting cleaved, but then cleave is still like cleave is still like a risk, right? Because I wouldn't say cleave is the strongest thing ever. And I think Messiah is one of the most popular pre-bans as well. So a lot of people can deal with like a Yelly cleave, but not quite a Messiah cleave. If you check the leaderboard, the best cleaves are all Messiahs, right? So in the end, it's like there are some people just pre-ban Messiah and then they just fight bruisers with Plume. It's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. She's also weak against Tiamat. Is she? I see. I'm glad I put my lattice on Tia then. Because I really needed something to do with Plume. Not just that, Ziada as well. Post-buff Ziada. And I feel like Tiamat's the way. If your first pick, get Plume. If not, ban her. That's what I've been doing. And yo, look at that damage from the Rahu. I mean, there's nothing to watch like anymore, right? It's just Plume with the death break. And then Rahu gets 1 S3 in. And it's just GG's. That's a bloodbath Kazuya, by the way. That kills the Kazuya. Look at the Curse Quill. This is where Curse Quill is stupid. They cannot dispel it. They take no damage to the shard, yes. Now it's 7 Curse Quill, 8, 5 Curse Quill. They just suddenly died to even Plume. It's so busted. So this is definitely GG's. Like, there's no point even like staying anymore. They do... Whoa, hold on. They do get a res. They do get a freeze as well. But I doubt you win from here. You still have immunity on the Linglor. You still have a bunch of well prayers as well. And then you have D-spell again. Like, Plume with the low cooldown too. Her cooldown is so low. And look at the damage. It actually does a lot. Dual attack, that's a dead Kazuya again. D-spell and then Tiamat just one-shots. Bam. It's just Plume, man. Say hello to BB Stripe Plume. Is that BB Stripe? I can't tell. What was the Plume again? Let me check. Plume was on Jackal Guard. Was that actually Strife? I have no idea. I wonder if they like talk about their builds or not. I prefer post-banning her than pre-banning her, that we can ban another problematic unit. They can't lock Plume. There's a lot of like, you know, nuances there. What if they pick Plume? Let's say you're playing Control. Just then, that game right there, they wanted to post-ban Plume, I'm pretty sure, but then they picked Doki. And then they're trying to play Kazuya Lily. So they just have to get rid of Doki. They cannot ban Plume. So I feel like there's nuance there. Like, if you can post-ban her, great. But it also lets the enemy know, oh, I know the enemy wants to post-ban my Plume. I'm just going to pick another counter they have to ban based on your team. And you're screwed. So you probably have to only play safe bruiser. And you can only ban the Plume. It's really annoying just because of that, right? It's probably Swift Rush BB. Yeah, that's probably more believable than Stripe. I didn't check if she got like an action advance with Stripe. Hello, my guy. What's up, Shin? We're watching some tournament. I missed the tournament yesterday because I went and did vids. And I want to learn something from the tournament, right? I thought, and surprisingly, it's actually just very standard. There wasn't any like insane text. It's just tanks, bruiser. Yeah. Oh man, feels bad being late on your stream. Hey, no problem, at least. I'm not even the most consistent guy. I'm just happy you're out here, you know? Skill issue, they should have just picked Plume first. Hey, you're kind of right. All right, so, yo, who's winning? Let me guess. It's probably Luca, right? Or unless Ronnie pulls up some insane plays here. But pre-ban's still the same. It's Holden and Veronica. These two, I guess, are annoying to them. Holden, I understand. Veronica is interesting. But, yeah. Plume now on Luca's side. Maybe Luca realized, yo, Plume is a stupid character. Let me pick her. Yeah? You built your Plume with BB Strive. Oh, you built your Plume. That is interesting, too. Strive, huh? I guess Plume is one of the more, like, prioritized character to kill. And even in my games. So having Strive is interesting, too, I would say. But anyways, let's just move on. They ban protect the healers a lot, I noticed. This is something I do in reverse. So, hey, that's something to learn about, right? I tend to, like, lock a bruiser here for the third slot. Which I guess sometimes they work, but then sometimes they just hard counter the lock slot, and then I just die. So what they do is they lock neutrally good characters, the healers, the cleansers, make sure they have one. Does that make sense? You want to run your Lilith on that too, on Giga. The Gigabyte idea, right? The Gigabyte with a Strive. That is interesting. Maybe instead of Hoyan Mines, I should farm those, the Gigabytes. Maybe we should pre-ban healers too. Pre-ban healers? I don't think anyone's doing that yet so far. We have not seen that, but okay. Here's a Tiamat, Lily, and Lilium. I'm liking Luca's side more, I won't lie. Okay, this is a Mizuki to counter Tiamat. And then a Rahu that's just generally good. I guess that's just the meta, huh? The bulk guys. If Holden's not bad, Holden's probably in one of the teams. Here's the Mio. If I'm Ronnie, I have to ban Mizuki to play Tia. And it goes... Oh, that's a Golden Lion Viper I caught. I saw that. Chiaki here for extra healing. That makes sense, because Futsu alone might not be enough. So now, it's just going to be a 50-50 ban. If they ban Mizuki, if Ronnie bans Mizuki, and they ban Tiamat, that's awesome. That would now be balanced. If Ronnie bans Mizuki, and then they ban... Is that right? I guess they should ban Tia. Okay, so it's like, if Luca bans Tia, and then Mizuki gets let through, they ban Rahu, then Mizuki's gonna have to go against a non-Tiamat team. I wonder how that works out. Sana Jackal for damage. I heard people say it's for damage, but I think it's more for the speed buff. Though I could be wrong. Or, you know, it could just be both. Like, it could just be both for sure. If people play Plume in RTA, I see them banning Futsu sometimes. But if it's from streams, not TOURNEY. Yeah, TOURNEY so far, I've seen Plume being counterpicked by Futsu. I suppose this Futsu's counterpicking the Plume. Alright, so this draft they've banned. They've gotten rid of Lilium. And then Mizuki's not in the team as well. So that is perfect for which side, actually? That's perfect for the side of Tiamat, right? Ronnie plays. Because they got rid of Mizuki, they get to keep Tiamat. So Tiamat is now free. But then Plume is on Luca's side. Luca has Plume plus Rahu. And Ronnie has Tiamat that doesn't scale off defense, so that's like the best option there. This is neck and neck. I'm not sure who wins this. I still think it's Plume. I still think it's Plume. The characters I have on Strive are Lily, Plume, Sane because people like focusing them. That is what you should have. Like, you know, Strive on the high priority targets. And that should make sense. I think that makes a lot of sense. Alright, this will be a long game again. I don't think there's much point to like watch every bit of it. But we'll see like the more important bits. Like Plume clicking S3 here. I'm pretty sure you click S3, right? There's no cleanse on their end. And Tiamat versus Plume might be a thing that I should try more. It'll depend how much Tiamat counters. If Tiamat counters a lot and kills the Plume that way, that's awesome. But then, okay, that's one Bramble. Awesome. But now you've got the weakness on. They have double healers. You just can't kill the Plume, right? This is so annoying. Plume's way too busted. Yep. Especially like, you know, in this tourney, everyone has Golden Lattice. So that Plume has like basically such low cooldown. I wonder what happens when Aya gets released. Aya's definitely gonna be around. Like the heal with the D spell is so much value. In my opinion at least. Okay, so here's Sonya. I don't know what you do. I guess you buff Plume. No, you buff yourself. Okay. Buffing yourself to like survive more makes sense. You have a game where your tier just obliterate Holden, Rahu, and Mizuki. All three of them? How? You're holding your lattice for now for those new characters. I feel like that's fair. Yeah. I don't know about Kokardi yet. It'll depend on the wording and how he actually is. But Aya seems just a free, like, good, insane character already. Alright, that's the defense break, and then Rahu goes break, like, all the shields with the defense down. That's why it's annoying. But Tiamat's, like, hella healthy, though. But then Curse Quill's getting up. Another Bramble on the Plume. Damage goes in. Plume doesn't die here. Yep. But then there is Lily. Ooh, so the Amber Lily plus the Amber Tiamat versus Plume. Maybe that's the trick, huh? Who did he give Twin Trick to? Lily gave Twin Trick to Chiaki? I think that's the case, right? I think it's Chiaki. So Chiaki has skill 3 now. Let me double check. Does Chiaki have skill? Chiaki heals an origami. Yeah, that's a tech that I didn't think about. There we go. You have S3 again. Chiaki's S3 heals for so much. It's unfair. But then the S1, I'm pretty sure, heals too with origami guardian, yeah? So twin tricking her makes sense. I thought you would twin trick Tiamat and go all into Plume. I guess it doesn't matter. Plume's not dying that easy. There we go. There's another heal. That's a good idea. Didn't think about that one. Just putting Lily with Chiaki. Oh, yeah, no one's doing any damage. Imagine they made a character that's max HP block like Lillian, but they're AoE. Eventually they will. This is like the singularity of all PvP gacha games. You're gonna have the meta where the fast like cleave teams are insane, and then you're gonna have the counter to them, which is basically gonna slow down the whole meta. And eventually it becomes such a problem that they have to stop the bulky characters, usually by locking HP. And eventually you're gonna see everybody lock HP, and eventually the AoE HP lock is gonna come. It's just a matter of when. Just a matter of when. Well, holy, just boring, huh? Holy boring. This is Ether. Wait for Etherina effect to pop in time again. This is a lot of my games. Alright, let's just move forward a bit. There we go. You have another D-spell. Why she's annoying? She just gets the skill back so quickly. So Curse Cool again, and then defense dropped again. No Bramble from the Tia, which is sad. And there's no D-spell on their side. Imagine there's Aya in this game right now. Like, not needing to care for all the freaking debuffs are so good. And they just swap Twin Trick to Tiamat. They're on the offensive now. Ooh. But I doubt the damage is going to be that good, though. Alright, yes, one again. Here's Tiamat. Let's check this damage. It's probably going to do nothing. Because you have weakness. Oh, it still did quite a bit. Even to Rahu. It might just be lattice diff then. Send you the replay in game. Alright, I'll check it out later. Well, we'll skip ahead though. This is taking way too long. Did you Bramble? You did not. Alright, here we go. This is what I wanted to say. So we skipped ahead. You have Artisan. Cool. This is the Lily duel into Tia herself. So damage in. And one more damage in. But you just don't do enough. And then now look at that. You have so much Curse Cool. One Rahu counter did that to him. Oh my god, look at Rahu. Jeez. Rahu with the Curse Quill with the defense drop. Here comes a Bramble. That could be big. But it's just not enough. Because of the Curse Quill too. Max HP block and Extinction. That is epic. That's more like Epic 7. We don't have an injury character that just straight up extinct dead. Do we? I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. But for Etheria, it's going to take a bit longer until we get there. Yeah. This is still neck and neck, you know. Tiamat's doing a lot. That's from like twin tricking with Lily and then just brambling and then attacking. So maybe that's the tech against Plume. But still, this is so like neck and neck. Like we're going to almost full heal here. And the damage should start racking up like insane. They're trying to kill Futsu first, I see. And then you get a D-spell again. Like, she just gets it so much. Alright. No duel from the Rahu yet. They gotta heal here, but then both sides healing is dropping like crazy. Rahu refuses to dual attack. That is so unlucky. So this might... Nah, this won't be the end. Because Tiamat's out of the form. You're gonna get the boost. Tiamat has only 4 stacks. There's nothing you can do here. You can only S1. It's gonna do some damage, but not enough. He really needed to finish this while she's in the dragon state. So what do you do here? You might S2. You might actually do S2. What is your decision? You'd go S1 on Plume. Can't kill the Plume, baby. Can't kill the Plume because you are cooled up. And there's the damage output. You gain turn here though. You had to kill Plume here. It's just not enough. It's just not enough because of the Curse Quill too. Now every duel from Rahu probably one-shots. S2 for heal. He went for a damage. I guess he banked on being able to kill Plume. Unfortunately, was not the case, so now they've healed back up. That is so annoying. Hey, I hope it's not a bad time, but can you suggest a Termaton team with Fungus or Yeli as the DPS? You're currently using Valerian, Nilu, Freya, Klaus, Fungus. Your stuck Hell 2, Hell 3 is very inconsistent. We'll finish watching this and then we'll try and see what your team is. But I will say that's a pretty interesting team. I'm not sure if that even works, because I think Fungus is only like good as like a dot team, right? I don't know if Nil or whatever her name is gives you dots. We'll check it later. And yeah, this is actually closer than I think. I keep thinking Plume's side is winning, but it's actually close. He can be a DPS with count now. Oh, you mean with Fungus? I haven't seen that actually. I mean, I'll check it out in game anyway. Alright, this is big. This Lily hit is big. Twin trick with Tia, right? This needs to be able to kill. It's just not. You have D-spell again, weakness again, so she's not killing. Unless Bramble. She needs to Bramble now. I think Tia has to Bramble now. Does she Bramble? Nope. No Rahu dual attack, but Rahu has Artisan and the S3 is up. This kills the whole team. Right? This kills the whole team. Bam. Oh my god, 52k on the Lily. But then this full heals. Actually, no shot because Etherina's effect. So now they kill Chiaki in the meantime. Oh, now they just go full in Tiamat. I guess that's way smarter. Yeah. And because Tiamat died, the twin trick's gone. Rahu does not dual attack. This Rahu actually just don't dual attack. They gotta heal again for Tia. But this is just like beating a dead horse at this point. There's the duel. That should be the end. And all of this is still genuinely just the Plume effect. They do get a turn with Tia, but you're out of the dragon state. It's probably just Jover here. There's a one shot. Oh my god. That was such a long game. That was so annoying. So the Plume side won again. I actually hate that. So it's legit just whoever gets Plume wins. That's so annoying. Alright, anyways. To answer your question, Sabuj from YouTube chat, let's check it out, huh? Module drop. Teramaton, you're looking at Hell. I'm just gonna go to Inferno. This is what I personally do. I just go to Inferno because eventually you need to prepare for Inferno anyway. So you're using Fungus. I'm gonna go ahead and include the Fungus. There we go. Confirm. So let's see who is clearing with Fungus, huh? Why is the filter enemies gone? Bam. Fungus. Confirm. So with Fungus, I see mostly the most used one are all like with Shadow Sonya. All of them have Shadow Sonya. Some of them have this, the Lilium one, which is so like unique. It's kind of weird, but this is not even like a DPS Fungus. This is just a dot Fungus. I guess just for extra damage for Lilium. So your team that you mentioned, I don't see a single one. If it works, it's gonna appear here. So it doesn't appear. Now let's check out Hell 2, because this is where you say you're stuck, right? So if it's Hell 2, do I see the correct character? Let's see, Fungus, confirm. This is where I see a lot more weird things. Yeah, definitely. Like Fungus, still with Shadow Sonya mostly. But I think you're using this one then? Let me read what you said. You don't have Shadow Sonya, you use your selector to get Lily. That's smart, I would say. You would take Yeli as well. Yeah, so it's similar to this. I think the team you mentioned, let me just check again. You're using Valerian, Nilu, Freya, Klaus, and Fungus. This is a very similar team to that, since you have Yeli. See if you can manage this, right? Yeli, Fungus, Valerian, Klaus, and a Deeding. I don't know if you have Deeding or not, but maybe you're missing that like extra bit of damage. And this should be the easiest team for you to like try and copy. Legit, just click here and see what they're doing. And then you can copy this. But I will suggest this, okay? This is only for a Hell 2 clear. In my personal opinion, you really don't want to do like focus on Hell 2. You want to focus on Inferno because eventually you need to like get here anyway. these are the characters you should invest in and try building, right? So you'll notice like there's not really any fungus teams here that isn't used with Shadow Sonya. So I think this is what you do. This is the smarter bet. Since you have a Yelly, right? What you do is you just go ahead and lock in the Yelly. You can do like you're watching me do this, right? You can like choose what characters you want to like include, all that. So bang, check show auto only. Make sure you check that. Now you see all these characters. See which one you can do, right? So unfortunately, you don't have a lot of the characters here. I guess there's this that's using the Nilu, the Nell, but then you might not have the Plume. You might not have the Deeding. So it's gonna be just pretty tough. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough. You don't have good enough gears, man. That's why you're looking for slower clears. Okay, that bet. If you have the characters, then you should shoot for Inferno. So since you don't have the gear and you don't really have a lot of the characters, all right, let's just go through what you can do. A slower clear, yes. So if it's a slower clear, why do they not show the slow clears? I swear there's way more clears than these. This is so weird. All right, so you're using fungus. I would still say just ignore the fungus. Let's do Yelly again. Damn. I clear Inferno Terror with fungus, Catchy the Guard, Plume, Doki. Interestingly, they don't show that in the rankings, right? I would think it would show everything, but guess not. Let me ask you this, Sabush. Do you have Deeding? It's a 4-star. What you might be lacking is just Deeding with Yelly, in my opinion. And also, do you have other healers? Since you want to play slower, you need other healers. Yes, you have Deeding. Okay, then this is what you can attempt, right? First of all, Deeding is worth it because Deeding can, a well-built Deeding can clear any content too. Not as good as Lillian, but I myself using the pretty much clear like most of my content as well. And you'll have to check this out, right? This is Hell 2. Check out their Deeding, how they have built. I will say at Hell 2, the issue is you don't have the third line. The issue is you might not have the set. So you want to work on getting the red shells, getting the red rolls as well. These passive that's red is actually really important. And then getting like usable sets. Okay, I don't know your account, so I can't tell. Well, once you do that, put it on Deeding, put it on Yelly as well. I would say just legit copy this guy, right? Yelly's right there. And of course, you need to be able to lattice Yelly too. And then just get the red shells, right? I'm not sure if you have red shells. Your gear is low though, that's a problem. You always get outsped by the boss. If you're running a slower team, you don't necessarily have to outspeed. But I would say, you know what? There's what. It's hard for me to say because I don't know how your account looks like. But if you want to play slow, like really slow, I suggest just go like Lingluo as well. Put a Lingluo in there. And then Valerian as well, why not? Plus 2 damage dealers. So it will be Valerian Lingluo if you have the Lingluo. And then a Death Shredder like Claws, they'll work out. And then maybe just Deeding. You know what? Forget about the Yelly. Just do Deeding. Or whichever your best damage dealer is. And you're gonna see if you can survive. You only really need to like beat it one time, right? And DMK Redeem, ask me any questions, I'll answer. What's my favorite weapon? Like IRL, my favorite weapon? I guess a normal katana, I suppose. Just a sword, right? You just can't get fast. It's not a choice you want to play slow. You cannot get fast. Got you. And then it's hard for me to say because, you know, I don't know how your account exactly looks like. I wonder if it shows how I beat it. I'm pretty sure I beat it with like a really weird team. Okay, here's what. Let's not check rankings. Let's check recent clear. That should be better. All right, there we go. Let's see if we see a slower team. Okay, you know what? This is better. This is way better. You go to recent clears. You're gonna see these. These are the players with very similar accounts as you. All right, low 49, low 42. If they can do it, you can do it. Okay. Now I remember. Back in the day, I think I just used Lian because I need to build her for the mission anyway. But this is a good example. This is literally a good example. You know what? Just do this. Forget about everything else. Just do this. Tom Wolf's team. All right. So since you have the Lily, I would, instead of Freya, I would go Lily right here. Lily right here. And then this can be a DPS. I don't know how good your DPS is. If you're playing normally, you should have a Lian 6-star. You need it to like claim more rewards anyway. So I would go Lily plus Lian plus a Claws. And then go Valerian, go Lingluo. These two will help you survive. And you might want to put Artisan on Valerian. So what you do is you go on the recent clears and literally just check out what they do and then copy paste it. Look at this Valerian. This Valerian is so like simple to do. Yeah. You want Asia server, will it show? It should. Yeah, it should. Didn't know you could filter the clears like this. I kind of forgot. I remember this being a case, but it's been so long since I had to use this, you know? You click the merch button about your on your about section, you liar, you got yo chat, I have merch now. You should click the merch button in my Twitch page. 100%. Is Linglord safe though? A good Linglord is definitely safe. I wouldn't even say it's a good Linglord. Look at this Linglord. This is run of the mill with level 1 shell. Basically, it's not that deep. Like, look at someone that did the clear and then just copy it. Copy that investment. This guy has no shell. No way you cannot beat this easily. Yeah. So this is only Hell 2. And I assume you want to get more red gear on Hell 2 and then you can start to go Hell 3, Hell 4. Understandable. Literally just gotta copy this though. It should be very easy. Like, this is barely any investment. Look at this. Level 13, level 12. Only 1 Twilight Knight as the epic shell. This Linglord has level 1 shell. There's no way you can't do this. Yeah? And you can check their skill upgrades as well. You might be losing because you don't have upgrades on, say, Valerian. And then put a Lily on here instead of Freya. I will say, check out... Dude, this Freya has level 1 Artisan. You can definitely do better. She's odd and Termaton just does more damage to them. If you have other healers, go ahead, right? Like, Linglord doesn't have to be there. And the fact that, can I watch it? Sadly, I can't watch it, but generally speaking, like, you also don't have to consistently clear it. If you can clear it like half the time, that's good enough. So if they one-shot your Linglord, unlucky. But I would love to be able to see what they are doing with Linglord. It's hard for me to say, because, you know, I can't watch it, and I don't know what your investments are, you know? I think a lot of people don't know we could do this, because sometimes you really need a specific team, but no reference. Yeah, fair enough. So I'm glad I showed you this. Back in the day, you know, like, that's like a journey as well. Like, I took a long time figure out what team could work. I just watched recent clears until something that I could do, and then I just tested them out. And then just rinse and repeat until you do it. And if you can clear it maybe half the time, clear it until you get better gear for your deeding and stuff. And then you can start clearing more consistently. That's how I see it. But yeah, can Linglord survive? Well, since Tom Wolf did it, definitely means she can survive. Maybe not every time, but you can clear it. And for Hell 3, since you said it's inconsistent, do the same thing. Do recent clears. I suppose if rankings are like tough to like, you know, if rankings is like they don't show everything, they only show like fast clears. Recent clears should be the one that you want to look out for. Slower clears, right? Nifilip with 3-minute clear is doing this. And it's Futsu. So you know what? If Linglord's gonna die, which is right, it's elevated disadvantage. If Linglord dies, if you have a Futsu, that's awesome. If you have any other healer, that's awesome too. If you're worried that you're building something that doesn't work, legit just chill in recent clears to find like a team that you can do. That's what I do. I think it's a pretty safe healer till Hell 4 on Inferno. She gets destroyed suddenly. Yeah, and if you really can't win, because look at the Linglord I just showed you. That Linglord had a level 1 shell. So can Linglord survive? Yeah. If she has level 1 shell and still live, absolutely. It is not that difficult, yes? So don't worry about it. Just try until you get it. I hope it helped you out though. The main thing you want to realize is how to find like the team that worked out for you, right? Like go to the recent clears, copy someone's build, take a picture of it, and then just try replicate it. That's what I did from before. But I will say a team of, in my mind, Lily, Linglord, Valerian, Yeli, since you said you have Yeli, or maybe any other DPS, and then the Claws, right? If you have trouble surviving, maybe try Artisan, or maybe try Gigabyte on your healer. That's all I can really say. So anyways, let's just move on now with the PvP. So Plume user Luca 1 surprised me again, yeah? Surprised me with someone else. It's always just the Plume. Alright, so who got the Plume? This time, Ronnie got the Plume. You still haven't cleared Rango Inferno? That's one of the more like annoying team comps anyway. And dude, it's the same thing. I myself did the same way that I just showed you. I legit went to recent clears. I copied the one team that I can do on stream. And then everyone doubted it. Everyone was like, oh, it's a 0 out of 5 clear. I ended up having like a 5 out of 5 clear. It was such an epic moment. Yo, what's up? What's up, Perjury? How you doing? We're watching the tourney. We're learning the meta. And so far, we're understanding that whoever gets Plume wins. Dr. Vazen with a follow. I appreciate that. Appreciate you a bunch, baby. Also, can anyone tell me how F and FRES work? I actually picked Fungus for dot shenanigans, so I need to know that as well. Again, the simplest way is this. If you're using Fungus, you have to check like someone else's clear, right? So go ahead, let's say I see this fungus. I will say as well, the fungus mainly, most people do the dot teams with, like, you pair that with Shadow Sonya, right? Without Shadow Sonya, for a newer player to be able to run fungus is not exactly the easiest thing to do. But if you're just asking what effectiveness work, like, is the threshold you should achieve, I will say it's always the higher the better. I personally aim for 200. I find 200 to be quite consistent, but even then, the boss might still resist. Any lower, it's way more RNG. I would say aim for 200. It should not be too difficult, as long as you have the sets as well. And important, okay? It's your shell. Your shell can hold a lot of stats, especially with the passive, yeah? So, for instance, let me show you something. TLDR aim for 200, but if you want to know more, it's these passive. Can I check it, please? Attribute. Reconfigure. There we go. Passive slot 2, you could get what? 30 focus, 30 F accuracy right here from passive slot 2, and there's more. Passive slot 3, you could get insight. Insight gets you 60% extra at the start. Yeah, up to 60. Or instead of insight, you could go gaze, that gets you 10% a stack at the end of each turn. You're gonna get like eventually 50 extra. So all of that is a lot of F accuracy. It should never be like an issue for you, I would say. Boss still be on BS before 200? Yes, it's still BS. Like F and F accuracy, it's kind of weird, but I would say 200 is what generally most people aim for. Of course, the higher the better. I've seen people go for like 250. Still, the boss might resist. That's the issue. I heard they directly interact with the probability of debuffs on your skill. Yeah. This is the version I heard, okay, Sabuj? The version I heard is the higher your F accuracy, the likelier it is that you can double the application chance of your debuff. But then it caps up at double. So let's say you have a 30% chance to land a dot. If you have 200 F accuracy, it gets to 60. But then it gets lowered because the boss have F res. And the boss have a certain amount of F res that's going to just lower down the double effect, right? It's very confusing. No one exactly knows how it works. And I can tell you, even with me, I'm using 200 plus F accuracy. The boss might still resist. So it's not exactly the most consistent way if you're hoping to use dots, okay? That's why a lot of people are just using Lilium, Deeding. You kill the boss. You only need to land like the death break. You don't have to land like multiple dots, yes? But that doesn't stop me from still using my own fungus and Shadow Sonya, both with 200 plus accuracy. Yes, I don't win every game, but I win 70% of the time, and that's enough. That's enough for me. Alright, so let's see. Plume is on Ronnie Play's side, and he also has Futio. Is Luca not cooked? How do you beat that? I have 260 F accuracy on fungus, he still get resisted on Inferno. Exactly, so to answer the question, does anyone exactly know how F and F res work? No one really knows. But, you know, it's based just on data, right? Most people I heard of, they go for 200. Most clears I've seen, they go for 200 minimum. The higher the better. And they still get resisted sometimes, which is totally fine. You don't have to go 100% win rate in order to progress. A 70% win rate is also fine. Make sure to have Codex. Codex is situational, right? If you want to do like a cleave, yeah, Codex works. It'll depend on what your team is. There's a 10% chance, yeah, that too. So even more like confusion there. 10% chance to always get resisted. And then the F res of the boss also calculates like the chances of you like landing stuff as well. If you're telling me every time I get resisted with 250 F accuracy on my Shadow Sonya is all 10%, that's also kind of capped. Because I would be like, oh, the amount of 10% I just got hit is insane then. So I feel like the F accuracy has some weird calculations to it. But overall still aim for 200. Okay, let me check this. I've been tuning out. Let me check this draft out. So Plume is on Ronnie's side with Futio. Pair those two together. That's like one of the counters to Plume that I don't even think works that well. But they picked both of them together. And Mizuki, Rahu, and last pick Lingluo. Okay. The enemy has one Sonya and Lily. And then they went Mio for more aggressiveness, I suppose. I wonder how this worked at all. Can I have a link to the YouTube of the cup? They don't have it on the YouTube, unfortunately. I'll send you their Twitter. This is the Twitter. Can I? Yep, there you go. This is the post, the link to the post. You can check it out right there. I'm gonna send it on YouTube chat as well. Bam. They removed it from the YouTube. I'm pretty sure. Like, yeah, right here. So if I like refresh, I think they removed it for some reason. Yep, it's only Global Fest. Day 2, that's 2 months ago, 2 months ago. For some reason they removed it. It's kind of weird. Thank you, no issue, no problem. Well, watch along with us if you've got some time, eh? And we can learn stuff together. So that is ban on Lingual. Okay. So Luca has more healing, but Ronnie has Plume. You just die. Do you not just die? Let's find out, huh? I think Luca wins based on just Plume. And I hate that. I hate that a lot with all my life. There's like no counterplay as well to Plume because the bruisers is only Tiamat. That's why you see Tiamat that much. If you use a defense scaler against the Plume, Plume just puts Death Break on. So you have to lock Tiamat. That's so... Oh, Tiger Yin! He brambled. The Plume clicked S3. Tiamat got a lucky bramble, dropped down the Plume, and then the Tiger Yin went to Plume. So this actually could kill. It doesn't even kill. It doesn't even kill. But okay. So the idea here is to burst down the Plume with HP lock. I see, I see. Can I run Hoyan with White Fang? You can, but it gets so much, like, less consistent, in my opinion. Because here's the deal. You're gonna do your S3. White Fang activates. If you kill with the White Fang, you don't get the res. You have to kill with the skill itself to get the res, right? So ideally, you want to just use count, maximize your damage output, and then just slam them. That's my opinion, at least. But if you just hyper build damage and you still kill anyway, that's not an issue. But I feel like most people would go for count, not only just for the damage buff, it's also for the bulwark set. I'm not sure if White Fang has it, but generally you'll always see count, or maybe Law of Silence. Some people might do, but not quite so White Fang. You could in some niche cases, I guess, but ideally not. The niche cases I'm talking about would be like an aggressive Ho Yen, White Fang, speedy. You just want to one-shot them. I don't think she's built like that though. That is Axe on mobile is horrible, but chill and listen to you. Appreciate that. Or, you know, you can pull up your PC sometimes. But you get some free time. Alright, so far, how the fuck did Tiamat die? Oh, he went S3, got brambled. He got brambled by Mizuki, that's why. Okay. So this should be a loss for Ronnie. Because Mizuki versus Tia is free. So what I'm thinking here, this is the Exodia draft, no? You go Plume, you go, You first pick Rahu, first of all, and then you go Plume plus Fuchu. So the enemy cannot go Fuchu to counter the Plume anymore, which I don't think that's that good of a counter. And then the end character would be Mizuki, because the enemy can only go with Tiamat. If the enemy goes for a Holden, you just defense break with Plume, and then they're just like, they just sucky. They just die. If they steal your Mizuki, you can death break the Mizuki, and she just died. Death break Mizuki, Mizuki scales way less, and then you just win. So they usually have to go for HP scaler. They needed to go Tiamat. And Mizuki counters Tiamat. Lilium almost dies, so like there's just no point at this point. There we go. Dual attack again. Dude, Rahu is insane with that damage, with that dual attacks. Ronnie really needed to kill the Plume with the Tiger Yin Lilium, but it's Bloodbath, man. You don't get to kill that. You don't get to kill that easily. So yeah, it should be GG's here, yeah? That's unfortunate. Wish they buff Ho Yang because you really like it. They did buff her, so she does a bit more damage now. That's all the buff does though. It's just more damage. But it's still not enough to justify going for White Fang. If you want to go for something, I would prefer just count with Bulwark. Because yeah, if White Fang could do still good damage, but if White Fang's hit is the one that kills, you don't get the rest. Etheria, I'm like, what's up, Noah Boko? Why you're so hyped up? First pick Rahu. This is just my theory, okay? Or maybe Ronnie misplayed. But it might, like, think about this, okay? I'm gonna take a picture right here and then talk to you about like my thoughts. I'm sorry I'm pausing this, but you know, real quick, okay? You first pick Rahu, right? And then if the enemy lets Plume through, you go here. Like, I don't know why they first picked Tia. I guess, like, I should have first picked Plume, I think, if I'm him. But I'm a freaking plat player, so I don't know any better. But they go Plume and third pick Fuchu together. Plume and Fuchu usually is like, oh, if the enemy gets Plume, I get Fuchu. So they keep attacking the whole team. I keep getting the push and heal. But if they get both together, that's already insane. They went for Tiamat. And the reason why they went for Tiamat, I would say, I'm not sure why they first picked her. Or maybe I missed it. But Tiamat is good against Plume. Or rather, is the only choice against Plume. Because Plume can defense break. The strongest bruisers, I'm going to name it right now. Holden, Rahu, Mizuki. all of these three are defense scalers. So the moment they have Plume, you cannot pick Mizuki, you cannot pick Rahu, you cannot pick any one of those. So you first pick the Rahu, you second pick the Plume. They don't get the Rahu. If they want to counter anyone on their side, they need to go for HP scalers. The only good HP scalers is Tiamat. So you just end with Mizuki. And if the enemy goes Mizuki, you have the Plume to counter Mizuki. So this is like so Exodia, no? It feels like it. I guess if there's anything that it's weak against, it's CCs. And I think that's what Ronnie tried to do because of the Lilium. They went Lilium, but then I'm not sure what happened to the rest of the draft. We could check it again later. Like, he really needed to just CC the other side. There's no other plays, I don't think. But hey, I say that. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong and Ronnie pulls this off. I doubt it. Look at the amount of devos here. Who picked first? I'm pretty sure Luca picked first, but we could check the draft later. The ironic part is people will let Plume, but if they get Tiamat with Plume, yeah, Tiamat with Plume is also just insane. Honestly, the issue is just Plume. The issue is honestly just Plume. Yep, there you go. The issue is just Plume. The rest are good, but Plume is the big issue. It just makes your draft so hard to deal with. This is like over, right? There's no way. You don't come back from this? Yeah, there's no way. Sana just dies. So I'm pretty sure Luca just wins off of Plume. Yes, there we go. We could check the draft again, but I'm gonna tell you like my logic as well. For the Exodia draft. Oh, it was Ronnie, never mind. It was Ronnie with the Plume. Well, right here, Luca, like, Ronnie first picked Rahu. Luca had to go Plume here, in my opinion. Or if you go Lilium, you have to go Dot or CC to control them, because you know the Plume is coming. They went Rahu. If you don't get the Plume to defense break Rahu, then Rahu will just steal the Plume away, and there's no death break for Rahu anymore. Rahu cannot be stopped anymore, right? So he went Plume. He went Lilium. And then you just second pick Plume plus Fuchu here. Fuchu counters Plume somewhat, yeah? So you just take the Plume away. The enemy has nothing against Plume anymore. And even worse, Luca didn't ban the Plume. Like, if you still ban the Plume, this is still a valid game. I guess depends on like what happens next. So you go Sana here because there's no other healer options. That's as good. You want to protect your Lilium, I understand that. Lily as well. Lily with Tiamat, that's an idea to just kill the whole team quick. But you're dealing with Rahu against Tiamat, right? Rahu is green. And now the last two hit, he sees a Tiamat, he went Mizuki. The only good thing Luca can do here is try and CC them. But Ronnie banned last, so it doesn't even matter. I'm wondering what Luca banned. He picked Linglore here. So in my opinion, he had... Like, there was just no place. He had to get rid of Plume. If he bans Plume, he still dies though, because there's two healers. Like, I think he still dies. And then there's a Plume, there's a Mio right there. I guess they both respected the last ban. That makes sense, because if they have Linglore, Mio is not a unit, so they had to ban Linglore. And then when Linglore's gone, they are trying to CC essentially. Mio has CC, so they banned the CC, the only CC. They banned the Linglore because they want a CC. So Ronnie just gets Plume plus the defense scalers. That's how I see it. If you go Plume and Fusu, you don't need another healer. Well, I guess he went here because they went Mio, right? You could cleanse it. Hello, regulation. What's up, fatty? Why none of them playing cleave? Try and cleave like the friggin', or whatchamacallit, cleave the Rahu, the Tiamats. You could, but you have the balls to, because these players are really good players, right? Yeli's the only standalone DPS counter to Plume, mostly. I guess you could, yeah, maybe. But the enemy's gonna like go Tiamat with Plume, or in fact, the enemy's just gonna race you back, you know? You can go aggro. Also, Plume fastest unit, except Freya. Yeah. Cleave gets a gear check and higher level RTA. Yeah. So if you want to do Cleave, yes, you could. But you're against top 20. All of these players top 20. Can you cleave them though? You gotta have a big balls to try and cleave that. Only Kekers would do something like that. Alright, we already watched this fight. Let's just move on. So what are they saying? Let's see. What are they talking about? Let me go back. That's a long interview, huh? Let me see. There we go. Alright, let's hear it.
Prep for the bruiser lineup against Luca, just in general for the tournament?
Yes, I did, because I knew he likes to ban the whole, and this automatically gives a lot of value to the Rahu first pick. So I thought it was like make or break if I find an answer to the Rahu first pick or not. Because if you don't first pick the Rahu, then the other one can just Rahu Tiamat immediately and has the two best boosters for the rest. So I was looking for an answer, and luckily found one a few hours ago.
You did excellently. I think we both kind of.
He's saying the Rahu first pick was what screwed up the opposition. I guess here they're like they did their research with each other, right? So it's kind of hard to like apply this to the latter, I would say, because you know they have unique strats against their opposition. So apparently Ronnie's mentioning, oh, the Rahu first pick really like screwed them up because they banned Holden. Another green screen from Ronnie. Oh, I didn't even realize that's a green screen. I just thought that was like a good interior design. God damn. Just pick Freya Doki into CC to counter Plume. Freya Doki. Now Doki, I understand. I don't think Freya exactly full counters it. Right? Freya does have to cleanse. Doki full counters it. Yes, I do agree. But what Plume does against Freya, I think, is okay. Firstly, you go S3. Yes, you cleanse with Freya, but then Plume is gonna get the S3 back again before Freya, and then you're gonna get like that one turn where you have a lot of like stress. Yeah. Because everyone knows Ronnie is a bruiser player. Oh, I see.
No, we think you played really well, and we were.
It's the outspeed. Oh, if you're saying to outspeed, okay, that makes sense. I would say yeah. If you want to counter Plume, you outspeed. That counters Plume alone, but can you kill the team though? Like if you outspeed, can you kill the enemy? The rest of the enemy, right? Because Plume's gonna be beside like healers, bruisers as well. Yes, you can outspeed with Freya Doki. Can you cleave them? Essentially, can you cleave them? You outspeed, can you cleave them, or can you control them? Those are the only two choices. So just then that last fight, I think he wanted to control them, but failed because the Mio got banned. Yeah. Another downside to Plume is she just keep AoE. True, but even then, I see people try and counter Plume with Bramble because she keeps AoEing. So people pick the Tiamat with Bramble, they pick like maybe even Viper. But what ends up happening is they just don't kill the Plume because Plume's surviving with Bloodbath and healers. And then eventually at 9 Curse Quill, even if you counter, you cannot kill the Plume with a 9 Curse Quill and you are taking so much more damage, right? I think a good Viper will work against Plume. I'm thinking Viper as well, honestly, but it's still tough. It'll depend on like, you know, your Viper. Can he tank the Rahu with the Plume? Because Viper with Death Break and then with 9 Curse Quill, that's pretty tough, right? Let's just move on. Alright, next game. This is the El Clasico. Alright, let's check the draft out. Bread versus Keker. El Clasico. The greatest player of all time versus the greatest player of today. And they both can like swap those titles however they want it. Bread first pick Plume. He knows the win condition, chat. He just knows it. Pre-bans Lilium. Dude, he actually knows the win con. Because I would think if it's Plume, you want to control the Plume. Outspeed and control. That makes sense, right? Outspeed and control. Makes sense. But if you ban the Lilium, isn't it just free to control? Okay, actually, I'm not exactly sure. Never mind. Maybe Brett's thinking of something else. Because if you ban Lilium, the enemy's free to go CC, right? Maybe he has an idea on how to deal with that. Because I would think you want to like kill Plume with bruisers the easiest way. You just CC them. Brett got rank 3 last season. I think you're doing about Keker. Keker was the first tourney's champion, so undisputedly, I still think he's the GOAT. But for Bread, I've seen him like top 3 all the time. I found an issue was accidentally queue up for health 4 instead of health 3, or health 3 fungus is good. Hey, yo, congratulations. And dude, if it helped out at all, you can do the same thing of what I showed you for health 4. Just like check out the recent clears, do what you can. See if there's any fungus clears. And then try and do what you can. Brett Veronica is so scary, or Tiamat does nothing to her. I've actually fought her. Damn. In a pre-ban Linglore, you're not in a good spot. Another downside of Plume, pre-ban your Linglore. I don't think pre-ban Linglore, huh? That's interesting. Alright, Brett is doing Holden and then lock Rahu. I think so far I see a lot of people ban protect the healer. So Brett is going Plume into defense scalers. This is what I'm talking about, right? You're going to always see, in my opinion, like the Plume's going to be on one side. The other side has to be Tiamat. So Keker went Futsu that counters Plume somewhat. And then Tiamat, because Plume Death Break, Tiamat can at least scale off HP. And now Brett is free to steal all the defense shredders. I mean the defense scalers. So there's the Lily lock. Okay, lock in Lily. And this Lily is on Jackal Guard. There's the Mizuki. So Mizuki to stop Brett from countering Tiamat. But the issue with Mizuki now is Plume can Death Break Mizuki and Mizuki scales off defense. So I'm thinking Brett has to kill off... has to get rid of Plume. And Brett is pulling off the Lilith. This is the notorious Gigabyte. The Gigabyte Strife Lilith, right? Is this post? I think this is pre-nerf. I mean pre-buff, right? Pre-buff, she was already really good, I would say. And I guess that's why he banned Lilium, huh? He wanted to be able to go to Lilith to control them. And I would say, like, it's also to steal it off of Keker, I suppose, maybe. Because the only other HP scaler that could maybe solo the team could be Lilith. Like, it's Tiamat Lilith. Anyone that scales off defense, they have to ban Plume, or Plume just cuts their damage, like, fully. So I wonder how this Mizuki is gonna interact with, like, everything. This was 24 hours ago, no? If so, buff is still there. Oh, buff is there? Nice. I don't know if the 20, like, followed the game. That's the thing. If it did, then this Lilith is post-buff, yeah?
Yeah, so you were mentioning she's an HP scaling bruiser and she has crowd control the stuns.
My idea is momentum battle will to go for a hybrid fungus. We'll see. Hey, if it works out, it works out. You don't have to full copy as well. There's a lot of people that just figured it out themselves, yeah? That's why it's hard for me to exactly know, like, how to tell you what to do, because I need to know your account and stuff and stats and what you're working with. But I would say it's just a journey. In the end, if everything doesn't work, check out recent clears. Just full copy a strat. It'll work out. I've had times where I tried to figure out like how to beat something and I just couldn't. I just wait until the recent clears had something that I could do, and then I just like beat it. I think it was Rengo that I did that for. Okay, so it's a Linglor ban and a Tiamat ban. Okay. So Bread has no cleansers versus Keker with Kazuyo as a cleanse, as a CC. I wonder how Bread deals with that. Because I would think, I agree, right? I agree with chat. Plume, like if there's a weakness to Plume, you control her. Control her whole team, because Plume's usually played with bruisers. If you can control the whole team, you win. If you can cleave them, you also win. But cleaving at this level, not easy. Try and cleave like a Bloodbath Rahu with Linglor, with like Lilith. It's not exactly the easiest thing to do. But we'll see. Now you're running a Mizuki as a solo, like, bruiser. And I guess your main way to win this is Kazuya, right? You do outspeed with Lily. Classical of Keker. And now you get a free sleep. No one has Bulwark anymore on the side of Bread. I thought he would love the Bulwark. I guess that was like maybe 3 weeks ago. I bet his Holden's Bulwark. I thought his Holden is Bulwark as well. It's not. He has to sleep though, no? I guess he's thinking about his next steps. He sleeps. There we go. He's going Jackal Guard Kazuya for more damage, I see. He converted to Strive VB before season ended. Yeah. If you watch his like channel, you'd probably know a lot more. Dude, then Brett is actually like Brett is against like a lot. Because he has a YouTube channel that people just like could check out what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? This is like El Clasico though for me. Good luck on learning the meta. Hey, appreciate that. And hey, if you got time, leave the stream at the background. You can check out how PvP is going on as well. Learn a thing or two. That'd be awesome. Alright, so here's Mizuki. You can only... Yep, S1. I just don't know how Brett's gonna deal with the eventual... No, it's not Brett. I don't know how Keker is gonna deal with the eventual Lilith. They have no cleanse. Lilith's going to just take one turn. And then she gonna get the S3 off. And then there's the Bramble gang. The Bramble holding into Rahu. Now, Brett does not have a heal. I will say that. Keker goes with a sleep again. Because you reset it with Lily. Yep, you control the Plume, you're good. If you can control the Plume, you're absolutely good. Sleep again. There we go. That's why Kazuya's nerfed, yeah? Look at this stupid thing. Look at this stupid thing go. Just full sleep. How is that fair? Now just punch Plume until she dies. I think Brett loses this fight, no? Because Keker went for the control tech. And then you just go sleep the freaking Plume for 2 turns again, yes? Pretty sure. Oh, you just go for Lilith. I would think you would sleep the other person. Never mind. Then you just let Plume take the turn. Well, don't you sleep Plume there, chat? Why did he go for Lilith? Now Plume gets off the S3. And Mizuki does no damage now, essentially. That's a Bramble... Wait, never mind. That's not a Bramble Fusio. Okay, so Lily dual attacked into her. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But that the Jackal guy woke up the Plume. I think that's a misplay. But it doesn't matter because you have S3, I suppose. Okay, now Plume dies like this. I would think you would just kill the Plume there, like, instantly, though. There we go. That kills it. I think Keker actually pulls it off. And it's mainly because of, like, the control, yeah? There's a duel into the sleep. No resistance so far. Slept again. There we go. Freaking stupid unit. And then Kazuya back again.
I think the Codex version is the one that
Oh my god. Lily ironic open angles when it's impossible to win into a win con. Yeah, and it's a popular win con idea, right? It's the Lily with Kazuya. It's a pretty popular idea, even from season 0.
obviously it is quite a low cooldown on her.
So you have a reset again, but I would just like dual attack, right? Yep, dual attack into sleep. Look at how dumb this unit is, but you woke him up again though. That's the weakness with Jackal Guard Lily plus Kazuya. But I guess you stop him from brambling, which is still good. And Tiamat. Yeah, like Lily with Tiamat, Lily with Kazuya, I feel like it's gonna be the answer if you want to be successful in this season. If you can leverage the Lily value against the Plume. Like, first of all, just spam the Plume if you can. If you cannot, though, you gotta play something like this. But then this is pre-nerf Kazuya. So after the nerf, I don't think you can do this anymore. Kaz needs more nerf. From this point, yes, she needed the nerf, the -1 as sleep on S1. But I will say now she's in a better, like a good spot. I will say now she's fair to play against. It's 1 turn sleep. It's not unbeatable. And you need to actually be very careful with like who you sleep and stuff to win. The 2 turn sleep is just like, it's baby steps. It's helping a baby eat porridge. It's too easy. But there's no win count here, right? Like it's done, I think. Yep, everyone should just die. There we go. Keker wins. So we're right. You counter Plume how? You counter Plume by controlling their whole team. And I don't know if immunity would have saved Brett there. I think Brett would have won if there's any immunity at all. But he does not have immunity anymore. I suppose he will like... I suppose he planned more for bruisers. Maybe? Turn 2 make disable... Turn 2 turn make disable Gigabyte. Wait, so if it's 2 turn sleep, then this patch isn't the same as the game? Yeah, so I was asking, right? Is this pre-nerf or post-buff? Or is it like a case of Kazuya's nerf is not in there, but Lilith's buffs is? I think this is post... I mean, I think that this is pre-buff patch. This is pre-buff patch. Because if it's post-buff patch, I would think we'll see Ziada, which we don't. So, quick question. Is Aurora immune to dots? Yes, Sabuj. Aurora is immune to dots, which is why I actually suggest build the DPS. Don't go for like the, you know, dot idea. It's good for Terra, yes. But if you want to be efficient, me personally, I would just go full in with the Yeli and the side of Deeding. But I'll focus more on Yeli first. Yeli with full lattice can probably clear everything if it's good enough. I think Brett wins that every time. He just bans the Kaz. We could check the draft again. I didn't see who he banned, actually. I wonder who he banned again. Hold on. Wait, I went way too behind. Who did he ban? He banned Tiamat. I'm gonna say, I think you're kind of right. Yeah, why did he just ban Tiamat? He cannot do that. He had to ban Kazuya there. Especially when he knows he has no immunity, at least in my opinion. And especially when he knows he should know that, you know, Plume, if there's any weakness, if the enemy stops Plume from moving at all, then yeah, Plume doesn't get to move. It's bad. So yeah, just ban the Kazuya, no? I guess Tiamat... I don't think Tiamat was scary here, actually. Maybe he thought the Plume was going to be banned? But then you still have the Linglor plus Rahu, so... Oh, wait. Wait. Nah, he had to ban... I guess he had two must bans. You know why he had to ban Tiamat? If he didn't ban Tiamat, what happens is... Brett would lose Linglor, because the ban is definitely Linglor. I would ban Linglor too. There's no healing on Brett's side. And for Keker, there is a Fuchio still. Unless he bans Fuchio. But if he bans Fuchio, he needs to fight Tiamat and the Sleep Kazuya with Lily. That's also just GG. If he bans Kazuya, he has a Tiamat with Fuchio, while Brett has no healer. I think he loses that outcome. So, I would still think it would have had a better chance maybe than just letting Kazuya through, but I am just a plat player, so maybe they were thinking something else. Maybe they were in the hot seat. Let's remember, this is like during a tourney, so it's not like they could just easily play the right things, right? So let's move on with the next game though. He has Lot Rahu with Plume. You want Tia, no? Lot Rahu with Plume. Yeah, I would think you want to fight the Tia more than the Kazuya, but then I don't know how his thought process was, okay? Maybe he thought, oh, if I let the Tiamat through and then I lose the Linglor, yes, I have Plume plus Rahu, but I have no heals. So I'll have to ban their healer. I had to ban their Fuchio as well, so that's fair. Both sides have no heals. But then I'll have to fight the Lily Kazuya with no Bulwark on my team. Right? Plus a Tiamat. That's instantly unwinnable. in my opinion at least. But then if they don't ban it, because I guess he was banking on maybe resist, or maybe he just did like the wrong like decision. Right? He made the wrong decision. Who knows how it is? He has probably like way more experience than any one of us. So maybe he was thinking about something else. For me though, I would say even if he let Tiamat through, chances are he still loses because he only has one Lingua. And then you just ban the Lingua. Then you have to fight Lily Kazuya. If you ban a Kazuya, you gotta fight Lily Futsu with Tiamat without a healer. That's still like a recipe for just death, right? But we'll see. We'll just see next game. Use all your lattice to max S2 of Zyada and Yeli. Bro, don't mention lattice. That shit is like the holy grail. Yo, I'm telling you, they should have character reset. Read the title of this stream. When character reset, we need that just to get more lattice to go around. We need more like movements in the lattice freaking economy. I need to move my lattice more, man. There's just way too little of them. Alright, anyways. Focusing back on what Keker's doing. First pick Plume. It's what Brett did. And then Keker's like, you know, he's got that Giga Chart aura. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna show you how to play Plume actually. Bro picked the Plume with Futsu together. So that's the, you know, counter to the problem. Both on one side. And then they lock the Rahu. That makes sense. You pick a lot of supports for the Rahu to carry. That's what I usually do. I lock in the hard carry on 3. So they don't get the ban the hard carry. The rest is gonna be all supports. But that makes it pretty obvious for Brett to know, okay, it's just gonna be the Rahu. I gotta beat the Rahu team. So what is your answer? You went Tiamat. You locked the Lily. This is an Amber Lily. Amber Lily with Amber Tiamat seems to be the very popular idea so far that I see. If he picks Chiaki, I guess you had to, yeah. You needed 2 healers. And then who's the ban here? So, let's think, chat. I haven't watched this. Let me guess who they're gonna ban. First of all, pre-banning Veronica a lot, I see. Wow, Veronica's not good, huh? And then the Lilium as well. Okay. Who do I ban if I'm Keker? If I'm Keker, I know I'm playing the Rahu with 2 heals. One being Sanya. I think Sanya's gonna get banned in my opinion. Doki's interesting. But Doki with Plume is also scary as shit. I think I'm banning Linglo if I'm Keker. So that Plume is free. Yeah. And then if they ban the Plume, you have double healers for the Rahu. You just like slowly whittle them down and then kill them all. Or I could be banning Holden. And then I'll just fight the Tiamat with the element advantage Rahu. But then my Doki could die. So I think chances are I'm banning Linglo if I'm Keker. If I'm Bread, who am I banning? If I'm Bread, I'm banning Sanya, honestly. Now, actually, no. I ban Plume. I have to ban Plume. Because Holden's a defense shredder. And I have to assume the Linglo's going to be banned. If Holden gets defense broken, he's very weak, in my opinion. Brett's the Holden guy? Yeah, Brett's the Holden guy right here, right? You don't let Tiamat through ever? You think they're gonna not let Tiamat through? Even with Rahu? I thought Rahu would be the answer to Tiamat someone. Oh, they banned Holden with Plume. You know what? I thought about the Plume ban. That was definitely like an obvious choice. One of the choice there. And then banning the, I guess, yo, that's why they're good, man. I guess, I think Keker read the ban to Plume. So what they do is they ban the Holden, so Plume cannot death break the Holden. And now they have Rahu versus Tia. At least it's winnable, right? Actually ban Holden. In my opinion, I think he read the Plume ban because Plume counters Holden with the death break, right? So then if you ban Plume, okay, I ban Holden. Holden's off the field because I lost the counter. This is not a fair game. This could go to any one of them. But then elemental advantage wise, it's on the side of Keker. In my opinion, at least. Almost 4-month-old game, but the main story still stuck with the chapter 10. When will chapter 11 release? I have no clue. And I'll say it. I think Etheria focus very little resources on the storyline. And I think it's just a free money potential there, but they're just not really caring for it. I'm not sure why either. I would love to see more story. Like, this game has potential, right? To have like a good storyline, and then a good storyline is what keeps people playing and coming back. It's what happened with E7. Oh my god. Keker's Doki is not on Bloodbath. I thought it was on Bloodbath. So that Doki just dies. Right? I think just because Doki's that squishy, Brett should take this home. And I guess Doki is the weaker link here somewhat, because you don't have any debuff on the side of Keker, right? I mean, on the side of Brett. There's no debuffs on Brett's side. Like, I'm just so confused about... Dude, there's Brett versus Keker, and then the Brett's on top, Keker's below. I assume below is Keker, right? Is it Keker's below? I'm so confused. I don't know where not. Okay, who is who? Who is who? Doki was okay, Keker's up top. Yeah, it's so confusing. No, Keker's on the red side. Yeah, Keker's up top. TI is Brett, yes. I feel like the UI could have been done better. I won't lie. But yeah, Keker dies, I think, just because the Doki is the weaker link, I would say. Didn't think Doki was like a really good answer to like no debuffs. Like I would say Doki to counter like debuffs, right? I guess there was Plume, but Plume was on Keker's side, so why did he pick Doki? Interesting. And if you want to use Doki in a bruiser team, I would think Bloodbath, right? That Doki didn't have Bloodbath, so it just died. It just shows you how important Bloodbath is. Every character on the field right now that is alive has Bloodbath, because the one without just dies. Yo, Bloodbath's a little bit too broken, no? Bloodbath's a bit too broken. Like, everyone's Bloodbath. If you just don't, look at it. The one without the Bloodbath, just gone. Restored into ashes. And now we just win at the side of Brett, right? Because Tiamat's unstoppable now. I think. It might still be close, but now with freaking the Tiamat having Amber, I don't think Rahu wins his setup, maybe. Maybe they still could. This is still close. This is still close, I guess. Nah. Maybe not because of Amber. They have to kill Amber twice. I think that's not doable. But yeah. On the side of Keker though, I'm not sure if he's gonna revive Doki at all. Doki's just gonna die instantly to Tiamat again. He picked Doki, so Brett can't fifth pick Kaz with a locked Lily. But yeah, can I use this into this? Okay, I didn't think about the Kazuya potential. That, you're right on the Kazuya then. If he went Kazuya with a Lily, and then he didn't have the Doki, then Kazuya is just free. But then I would still argue, right? Like, he cannot just assume that as well. Like, he would just easily go with someone else then, not Kazuya. He sees a Doki, I'm not gonna pick a debuff in the Doki. So he picked trying to prevent the enemy from picking an answer. The enemy just sees a prevention to a certain playstyle. He just avoids the playstyle. He just goes stick to bruiser, right? So I don't think that was a smart last pick. I thought Doki had Bloodbath. If Doki had Bloodbath, then yeah, it kind of still makes sense. You want Doki to reset everybody. You have tempo still. It's still like possible. But then mostly I would say you want Doki against debuffs, right? So before the enemy picks debuff, you don't really pick Doki. Unless you're trying to like race or something. Kaz with Rahu Plume is so bad. Yeah, we're not saying Kaz on Keker's side. We're saying Kaz on Brett's side. Right? Brett had Tiamat. He had Lily. He locked the Lily. So he could easily go Kazuya last. And I suppose Keker could have probably read that. Oh, they could be the Kazuya and you just lose. And then he went, okay, we need a Doki. But then they just don't pick the Kazuya, right? So there should be no way you lose this. Like, it's full HP on the Tia. They just whittle him down. Okay, let's check this damage though. Bam. Ooh, double proc. Double proc on Amber. Rahu is still holding on. But because of Amber, Brett is still alive. It's only because of Amber. And you full heal because of Chiaki. But then Rahu's done with the S3. Can they still finish this? This is close. Toss that Rahu scary? Yeah, absolutely. But this is very close. The enemy's just playing Protect the Rahu. Imagine if Doki wasn't Doki, right? Imagine Doki was someone else. But then I guess if it was someone else, then you just get Kazuya. Lily Kazuya. And it might have been bad.
Hopefully, Keker maybe has an angle to go for. Still going for that bruiser Lily. So still trying to bat them down. Had to force a couple of...
Who wins this? I mean, I'm pretty sure I know because I got spoiled who the winner of the whole 20 is. But how the hell? Because that Rahu was... Yeah, look at the damage. Was that a dual attack or a bramble? That was... Okay, he shielded up on the side of Brett. That was just a normal S1. Look at that damage from a normal S1. How did Brett pull this off? No shot. Because you just hit... You probably just hit Tiamat again and dual attack. You didn't dual attack. But then Tiamat here, if you land a bramble on that Rahu, you just disappear. No bramble. Okay. They just have to ball on Tiamat now. They have to ball on Tiamat. I would never follow up. So yeah. If Rahu followed up, I think this game would have been over, maybe. Or he brambled a bit more, perhaps. Rahu just went to sleep at the end of the match.
then it's not going to work out for him.
Yeah, I would say like, you know, on another day, this Rahu should have won, I think.
Almost no Rahu assists.
Yeah, no Rahu assist, no Bramble.
Next to nothing from Rahu. We do get the gigabyte.
It's so annoying. He has to keep going. Yep, he has to keep going down. Yo, Rahu, man. Hey, Rahu went to Hawaii. Rahu is in like a swimsuit. Bro's in the Atlantic Ocean swimming doing butterflies, yo. What we doing? Okay, here's a Bramble.
Rahu, that's kind of the dice you're rolling.
But then Tiamat with the S1 follow-up. Yeah, at this point, Tiamat's doing way too much. Rahu is also doing a lot. One follow-up could kill Tiamat right there.
Teamat taken out of the equation.
But nope, it's just not happening.
Is looking in trouble.
And then Tiamat does get the outspeed. So this probably kills the Rahu almost. You have to heal Rahu here, right? The heal doesn't do enough now. Sanya alone's not gonna be enough healing, I don't think. Yep, so that's one ticket. But then Lily, because you gave Twin Trick to freaking Tiamat, this is gonna dual attack the Lily into Tiamat, man. That's the tech. No Bramble, no follow-up attack, and that's how he wins. Wow. Rahu sleeps, bro. Yo, Brett had another Kazuya on the team. Because that Rahu was asleep. Brett was going 5v4 there. Rahu was just slept. Alright. That was it, right? That was 2-1 to Brett. Interesting game. For sure, for sure. Alright, so...
0925 to redeem 10
what the hell is this? Login for reserves, rewards, free Apex selection. Oh, that's just the game? Okay. Alright, so that was 2-1 to Brett. I've seen how he wins now. Okay. Next off, what do we have? We got the Chinese person and rob that guy. Alright. Let's check out them drafts, shall we? So far, what did we learn, chat? We learned that Rahu is insanely strong. We learned that Plume is unfair. And if you like, I guess we learned also like you need to prepare CCs to counter a Plume. Because otherwise it's just so hard. Otherwise it's so hard. Alright, let's check out the next game. The UI is confusing. Yeah, I will say the UI is like pretty weird. But anyways, let's see the pre-bans. I will say there's quite a variety of pre-bans. I see Lilium pre-ban. I see Futio this time. The Chinese persons go in Futio pre-ban, picks the Tiamat Rahu. Same thing ever. Yeah. But then the first pick was rob that guy. First pick went to rob that guy. He went first pick Plume. First pick Plume is still freaking hella popular, I suppose. And then there's Tiamat Rahu. I understand the Tiamat because against defense breaker like Plume, yeah, you go the HP scaler. Rahu instantly, I guess it means you just want to stop the rob that guy from getting the Rahu. So maybe Rahu is that unbalanced, huh? But Holden is still open. 2-1 Brett Keker. Chinese dude, rob 12-20. What do you mean by 12-20? How does this game go to 12-20? Oh, you mean the schedule? That's what it says? Oh, I see. Okay. That Rahu damages the same feeling that CC players have every second game. Yep, that's fair enough. That is fair enough. Oh, we see Veronica now. I wonder why people are pre-banning Veronica a lot. I want to see this Veronica cook. And we see Veronica versus Plume. Okay, versus Plume. I wonder how that shows up. Because, you know, you always AoE with Plume. I suppose that means Veronica get touched a lot. And that Veronica is on a Codex, though. It's pre-nerf Codex. And yep, as I said, Holden was still on. So rob that guy, robbed the Holden. Robbed the Holden. Which is why I'm like, you would pick Holden here instead of Rahu, no? Because Holden is actually better against Rahu, I would say. You still have the death break. I think I like rob that guy's draft so far. But, ooh, the Chinese person went for the Kazuya last pick. Like, when you're out of ideas, you don't know what to do, pick the control. That's what happens usually. So, on the side of rob that guy, you have 1-2 healer. 2 healer, 1 Lily, 1 Plume with a Holden. It's a Holden solo carry. So, the ban should be Tiamat. But then, Kazuya might control everybody. It'll now, like, go... like it'll be up to if rob that guy has immunity. If he has immunity a lot and then can kill the Kazuya quick, then he's chilling. He bans the Tia, obviously, because you want to play Holden. Bans the Sanya, but lets the Plume through. Alright, I think rob that guy wins. It's the time, but it's the same format as the scores. No PM or AM. Oh, I see. I see. That's kind of funny, I suppose. Oh, that's what you meant at UI, huh? Got you. Alright, so... what are we thinking? You just reset because you have no immunity on Kazuya. Alright, that's GG's. So, that's instantly GG's. Because Plume is online. You have Veronica to steal speed buff.
Onto this team. We've got the Veronica.
Is the type of the same format? Yeah, I already read that.
Steal. Not a huge amount of buffs to
Alright, you stole the speed buff. Yeah, see, look at the Rahu damage, right? With the death down. That Bramble didn't do a lot at all. But you do have a Ling Law, so you could cleanse. That's a Lighthouse Plume. Lighthouse Plume. I guess Plume is that one unit everyone wants to hit and just get out the field. Lighthouse seems annoying, 100%. You get rid of all the debuffs, okay. So this is where Rahu needs to do a lot. If Rahu cannot handle this, it's bad. He does S3 here for free. This needs to do so much damage to Lily. Does it do a lot? With Bloodbath? Not quite. That Lily's on Jackalgrad though. Lighthouse has Swift Rush, Swift Smite, I see. But I think he had Bloodbath though. Right? He should it's probably Swift Rush, Swift Smite, Bloodbath. That makes sense. Alright, he held the Holden strip so that you could strip the Ling Law. And look at the damage. Whew. Pretty insane. But now they steal the Artisan Shield. How about that? And Kazuya's about to move. Almost killing the Lily. You cleanse off the defense break. And then you, like, you know, still do a lot of damage, I suppose. But then you reset it to Kazuya. You can only do S1. You do sleep Holden. Any dual attack with Rahu wakes them up. That's why I don't like this, like, duo together. Any dual attack from Rahu with Kazuya will wake them up. I think they should win this. I think the Rahu user should win this. So that's a way to deal with freaking a Plume, I guess. Alright, let's not jump ahead of the gun. Hold on. I guess it's still winnable on both ends. The sleep on Kazuya. Yep, that's the pre-nerf Kazuya. They sleep for 2 turns, I think, right?
For Rob to be able to respond right now. But
I suppose Ling Law was like the difference maker as well. Oh, but Plume got the S3 again. This is what I'm mentioning as the weakness for Ling Law against Plume. Plume will get the S3 again so quick that Ling Law doesn't have the cleanse yet. Like, doesn't have the S3 yet. So you don't have the immunity back up. Not even close. So, can you handle that after that? Kaz was a crazy unit. Yeah, Kaz is just overtuned with the 2-turn sleep. It's not okay. But this was well drafted though, on both sides. S2 Veronica doesn't wake up the target. He should have S2 there. Did he not? I saw he just S2 there. But good point though. He doesn't wake people up. That's pretty awesome. But this is why I think... Okay. Now suddenly the tables turned. Yeah, you kill Kazuya, you win. And this is where I'm saying, you know, Ling Law sounds good against Plume. But Plume gets the skill back so quickly. I think she outpaces Ling Law. And I suppose Rahu is picked as opposed to Holden. Because Rahu with Plume is just a free win, huh? I guess it doesn't matter. Like, you still kill the Kazuya here, yep. So, I thought Rob that guy would win. Never mind. Or, you know, whoever's closer to me. Whoever has the Rahu would win. Never mind. It's just the Plume supremacy. Don't think you can lose from here. And if anything, we also learned this, chat. Red Chiaki is a must build, too. We've seen a couple of red Chiakis already. You just need more healers. It was pre-patch? Yeah, it was definitely pre-patch. Otherwise, there's way too many Kazuyos. And way too little Ziadas, I would say. I would think more Ziadas should be around. If it's post-buff. Now look at the amount of heals that this one red Chiaki did for Lily. The Lily just didn't die with the Origami Garden. Pretty sure it shouldn't be winnable. Like, Ling Law's done. She doesn't... Oh, it's a Reaper stat Ling Law too. So this Ling Law has FRES. Notice how she did not resist at all. Does she resist this one? Yep, she doesn't resist. I guess she resisted one weakness. But now it's Death Break on Rahu is Jover. That's why I think instead of picking Rahu, he had to pick Holden first. Actually, no. Never mind. I just should not think you don't. If you see a Plume, you don't pick Rahu or Holden. I guess you're preventing them from getting it. But still, the moment you get Death Break on, I see no damage from the Rahu. It's just so hard to deal with this. I have no idea how. The Kazuya made sense. You want to control a Plume. But you don't have the full team that allows you to do that, I guess. And now you just don't do enough damage. The Lighthouse Plume, man. That's actually so annoying. I might try that. Because that Plume just cannot die. Even if they bramble the Plume, they just get a heal instead. I'm pretty sure there's no coming back from this. The Veronica didn't really do too much as well. I mean, I guess the enemy didn't even have that much buff to steal to begin with. Yeah, look at this one hit on this Rahu, the Artisan. Yo, Artisan might be back, huh? We're in 12k, instantly almost killing it. 10 stacks of Curse Quill. This Rahu ain't alive. Again, the win goes to Plume. I would love to see what Veronica could have cooked Plume maybe, but nope. It's just a Plume, yo. Alright, that was the first game. How about a second, huh? So, who gets the Plume this time? The Chinese person got the Plume. And he has an Amber Plume. Okay. So, he went Tiamat Rahu this time. Okay, so not the... Tiamat Holden. So, not the Rahu. This makes more sense to me, because... At least, if you're gonna fight the Plume with a defense shredder... with a defense scaler, you go Holden so you can counter the Rahu with element advantage, right? To a certain extent. That makes more sense to me. But then it's still bad though, because if the Holden gets def shredded, it's gonna be bad. But if the Holden can reset the Plume, it might still be good. So what's the post ban here? The Chinese person banned off the Holden. Rob, that guy banned. Who would I ban? I would ban... I have to ban Plume. No matter how I cut it, I have to ban Plume. Rob does pick Mizuki. Yep, bans the Plume. You cannot deal with that thing. Plume is just too big of an issue, yo. God damn. I still think this goes to the Plume user. It should be a Plume win. Actually, no. I mean, Plume's got banned, so never mind. Okay, this is a fair game now, because Plume got banned. This is actually fair. This is fair. Tiamat has one healer only, while the Rahu has two. And look at the damage on Rahu. Sheesh. You then ban Plume. Yeah, you have to ban Plume, I would say, on that in that situation. If you are gonna pick defense scaler, you have to ban Plume. So the enemy, if he assumes Plume's gonna be banned and he plays well, the draft should always be a win. You know, if you sought to control, maybe. But then controlling Asania with Chiaki, yeah, you could control Asania. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but it's possible. But I would assume if I'm him, I pick the Plume, I see them picking defense shredder. I might go to control, so they have to ban the control or ban the Plume and get control, in my opinion. I'm surprised no Future versus Plume. We've had one game, I think, it's Future versus Plume. And I think Plume still won. And we've had like 2 games with Plume and Future on the same side, I think. Lily Future Bruiser pick into a Plume ban, I mean. Lily Future Bruiser into a Plume. Okay, I see. Lily Future Bruiser pick into a Plume ban. Yeah. Which, I mean, it's still the same thing, right? I'm saying, okay, if you're gonna go with Lily Future Bruiser, that makes sense. And you still ban the Plume. So, if the enemy's trying to control you then, you might be at a disadvantage and stuff. But, yeah, it makes sense. If I'm playing Bruiser against a Plume, that's what I would do. I'm forced to do that. I will have to ban the Plume no matter what I pick. Because otherwise, it's so hard to deal with a Plume if you're slower. Like, if you're in a Bruiser setup, right? They just give you an advantage in a longer fight. So I think you still have to ban the Plume. No matter what you pick. But anyways, let me log back in. Okay. This Veronica versus Lingluo, it's a setup that I've played before. It's so good for the Veronica. Veronica stealing the Lingluo like it's free. And then you have a Rahu at the side that just duels. That's awesome. So this is well played for the side of the Rahu picker, right? I think the Rahu picker should win this. And Mizuki is like more of a problem. Like the Mizuki is like the issue, I would say. Mizuki's not really countering. No one's really touching the Mizuki. Now pick Bruiser, Lilium, and Doki Lingluo. Last pick if they choose control. But Lilium got pre-banned. Oh, what do you say about that? Lilium got pre-banned. So I'm pretty sure Lilium got pre-banned by one of these guys. So you can only go Doki or Lingluo, I suppose. But if Lingluo's already picked by someone else, oh, you only have a Doki left. And if you go Doki, Keker did that. Keker went with the Doki last pick, just to try and deal with the Plume, right? Or trying to deal with a potential control. So if the enemy doesn't control though, then it's bad. So yeah, I would say what you said makes 100% sense. It would definitely depend on the draft and stuff, but do you think fast Plume or tanking Plume is better? I think a mix of both. You need Bloodbath. So Plume has to have Bloodbath anyway, so it's a tank Plume. You need Bloodbath. A fast tank Plume, I think is best. I think I see most of them going with a Swift Rush, Bloodbath, Swift Smite Plume. But yeah, coming back to this game, is there a win con for the Tiamat side though? I don't think so. There's no way, right?
Talking about this, you gotta navigate.
You just heal with Sonya. I think I would hit Tiamat, but yeah, not Tiamat. I don't think I would hit Tiamat here. I would hit Lily, yes.
Where he's fishing for those raw
Lily, if you dual attack, cool. If you don't, at least you don't get brambled.
gotta take her
You
out.
cannot touch Tiamat here.
Spot here.
He went for it. Here you go. If you touch the Tiamat, you get brambled.
Too strong because
But I guess there's no other choice.
so back to back.
Bang. So that sets it up perfectly for
Been knocked out right.
Mizuki to kill someone. It kills the Sonya. Obviously, that's the best idea. But you still have one more healer.
Three, and now obviously
Does Veronica have the S2? I think she used it.
Lily. So this is we're gonna have the single heal. So you're gonna who we're healing here? Because obviously Veronica is
You go for S1 to heal both?
Just opts to S1 and Veronica has no skills. So now with a Lily like you mentioned.
So you would S1 here, kill one? Oh, it didn't kill.
Back
But Lily outspeeds because of speed buff. Jackal guard, baby.
she can also buff up the Tiamat, but obviously wants
And Tiamat still has Amber to proc, so ooh, the Tiamat side actually won.
things have been turned around. There's the shielding and the healing over time coming.
And then Mizuki actually gets the S3 now.
Even if the Tiamat goes down, we still do.
It was kind of close though, I would say.
It's not.
It's because of the Tiamat Bramble there. Rahu hit the Tiamat Bramble. That was like the difference maker.
Straight up,
Mr. Lilith Hellkit meta days and the Hoy unlock in the Sonya Beyondton, all irrelevant now. Yeah, back in the day when I played like my first ever tournament for content creators, dude, it was so different. It was actually so different.
procced. The Amber hasn't
Amber has not been
procced yet.
procced yet, so he rips the skill.
Like Hoyen was all over the place back in the day.
Gonna provide that healing, the origami stacks, the damage reduction, and now if he gets
Wait, is there a win con here? Rahu against freaking fully healed Tiamat? I don't think it's doable. Plus there's a Mizuki. I think this is a loss. And this is actually pretty standard. The problematic character was Plume. You ban the Plume. Is not a fair game.
with those counters like you mentioned,
And ooh, you kill one? Hold on now.
Take down the Tiamat. It's
I don't think there's a way. There's no way.
here, but with
You need a counter here, you need to kill. I don't know how you're gonna do that. You need a counter here, you need to kill. No counter. Yep, Rahu does not win these, I don't think.
just pop and start getting the
No counter still. You do have Artisan. Ooh.
pop. He does not have
He needs to hit Mizuki. It's the only way, okay? Defense break as well, which is great, but they have Artisan too. Yep, that should be game. Unless you Bramble here? Nope. There you go.
on his ultimate, but
This was just a normal bruiser draft
that is it. Rob that guy.
because Plume didn't exist. Like, if we just check out the draft here. It was Sonya with another heal, the Linglaw is on the enemy end, and then Mizuki so they cannot counter the Tiamat, and then it was just Tiamat with one healer, just the Linglaw. Damn, Tiamat still pulled it off. I guess Tiamat is just that big of a problem with Lily. And the Plume ban was like, yeah, you remove the biggest issue, the win con Plume, suddenly the game becomes playable. And when the game becomes playable, it's just a Tiamat destruction, just like Season 0. The greatest bruiser for a long time. It's not like etheria has been out for 5 years. I sound like? What do you mean by that? It's been out for 5 months, I think. What, do I sound like a boomer? Pookieman 77 for the follow. Appreciate that. Well, that was cool. What do we know? You banned the Plume. That's all I got from that. You banned the Plume. And this is just a really standard like bruiser team. It's a bruiser team. One side had 2 healers. The other side had 1 healer, 1 Artisan that sustains a little bit, and a Lily that just speeds up and aggressively beats you. Right? Without the Plume, let's not forget Lily is still broken. Or at least very strong. When we don't consider Plume in the meta at all. Even when we consider it, she's still good. But when you have a Lily and then you use a Plume to fight the Lily, it feels possible. Because you could kill the Lily quick with a defense shred. But then you remove the Plume, suddenly, oh shit, this Lily character, it's resetting me. It's pushing my bruiser. It's so annoying. Alright, let's move on. So that was game number 3. Let's move on to Dio versus Watchworm. I know Watchworm from E7. He's like a legend player, and he's now here in a tourney as well. This guy is just like, he eats PvP for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dio has the Plume. Immediately, I think Plume wins. But let's just check the draft out better. Pre-ban Tiamat. It's a popular pre-ban as well. Pre-ban Lilith. Now, that's not a popular pre-ban. But we do see Heinrich. Oh, I want to see this. I think Heinrich is a skill-based character. The most skill-based character in the entire game. If you're really good at a game, Heinrich is very good along with your skill. But if you're not as good like me, your Heinrich has low win rate. I think this is like the most skill issue character ever. Because the moment he's good, oh, he's good. I guess Heinrich against Veronica is the main idea here. So who's the post banned? Dio banned off the Hold It. Because he expected the Plume ban. That makes sense. Watchworm banned the Plume. Yep, there you go. You have to ban the Plume. That is so annoying. You just have to ban the Plume. I think after the first 2 games, everyone banned Plume. Now it's a fair game. But I will say, the side of Heinrich should have this better, I want to say. It's actually up in the air. I would think it's Heinrich stripping the Kazuya, but there is a Lilium at the side. Full immunity almost. On the side of the team of Heinrich. The team of Heinrich should be Watchroom, right? Yep. And Dio should be the one with Veronica. They should flip around the names. Like, it's pretty confusing, I would say. So Mio clicks S3 here. Almost everyone has immunity, so it doesn't matter. That Mio does not have Bloodbath, I don't think. It doesn't look like it. That's so much damage without Bloodbath. I mean, that's so much damage. Or it didn't trigger Bloodbath. I know the Clockwork background is the best so far. Like, damn. Clockwork, this one? Yeah, it actually looks good now that you mentioned it. It's got the gears and stuff running. You steal the speed buff off and the immunity. So now this Lilium will be big. Lilium needs to kill Kazuya. But then Kazuya has Bloodbath. I think Kazuya in a bruiser control is like a Bloodbath character. I think this is a Bloodbath Kazuya with Jackal Guard. That might be the new wave. Instead of the speed Kazuya. So what do? You know they're Bloodbath. I'm pretty sure it's very convincing that they're Bloodbath. Do you even click S3? You're not gonna do enough. You do click it. Do you hit Kazuya? I think you do. You went for Hein first, but Hein has Bloodbath too. Okay, so the issue here I think is yep, here's the block, and now Kazuya is unstoppable. And you might be cooked. You had to kill Kazuya there, I think. Not that there's a chance you could have. Yep, there you go. All the damage goes into Lilium. Rahu has the damage versus Lilium too. Here's the wound as well, so you stop Sonya even more. But you wouldn't do it because you might wake up Sonya. You just kill Lilium here, you win. The side of Kazuya should win. Because you just got controlled, baby. Lilium does live, but I think you legit died to this 1S1. The Lane Lord S1. Oh my god, that's so infuriating. I think that's game. It should be. They have block, like Heinrich versus Veronica, actually very good. So, damn, I really gotta prepare the Heinrich. And it's apparently Bloodbath. I thought Heinrich without Bloodbath maybe would have worked, but yo, without Bloodbath is I don't have a character, baby. So I guess I'll put mine in Bloodbath. Mine would have died to the Lilium right there and it would have been game over. So, fair enough. Alright, here comes the death of Kazuya. I'm not gonna say it's over yet. It might not be, but I think Kazuya's side should win. You have a buff steal here, but then most people are wounded, so you can't really even heal up. I wouldn't use S. Oh, you would use S3 here. Okay, sure. That will steal the speed buff. It will steal some heals as well. They need to kill that Hein, and it resisted. Ooh. Well, hold on now. Heinrich dies here. You revive Lilia. Oh, wait a minute. Suddenly this is, the advantage should be at the side of Lilium now. Oh, but the dual attack though. If he's lucky with the dual attack, he wins this 100%. Almost killing it. Not enough though. But, well, we woke up because of the Purify. Now you get to sleep on everybody and then it's just the same thing, right? Yep. The dual attack wakes it up. That is so sad. But another S1 Linglo. Linglo has 2 final hits right now. Actually, nah, never mind. That was a dual attack, huh? Alright, so this Rahu's not asleep. This Rahu is wide awake. In fact, he's putting it that overtime. The no salary, no paid overtime. Unpaid extra time. Like, bro is just dual attacking every hit. Jesus Christ, what the hell? Oh yeah, that's a good showcase for Heinrich, I would say. Heinrich did a lot there. Like, it just stopped so much with the block. Veronica could not do half of the things Veronica could have usually done. And yeah, Bloodbath, dude. You need the Bloodbath or else you don't have a character. Freaking Heinrich on Bloodbath, you have to get that. And I guess Kazuya was an issue as well. If Kazuya would have just died, this might have been a whole different game. So maybe if I were him, I would go Lilium into Kazuya. Because he almost killed a Heinrich here. Kazuya should be less bulky than Heinrich. So if we went Kazuya first, no one's going to be asleep. It would have been maybe easier. But that should be game.
possibly.
Yep, god damn.
First,
That's a really good showcase for Heinrich, I would say.
Exciting and
one or the other involved, percentage effect is still somewhat on time. Right.
Alright, moving on.
Rahu,
We'll probably start speeding up if we know like most of what's potentially happening. But yo, I want to see them Heinrich games. So these Heinrich games are really skill based. I think we learned a lot from those. So what's the idea here? You went Plume first pick Dio, and then Lilium right away. I guess against a Plume, if they're trying to control you, yeah, Lilium makes sense. And then the Heinrich right there for Dio, locking in the Hind. That'll be able to block off Lingluo's buff. But you are Jackal Guard on your Heinrich, so not Codex. You cannot just seal off the Lingluo. Lingluo could still cleanse you. Doki against the Heinrich makes sense. This needs to be a fast Doki though, or it's a ER maybe on Alicorn Doki. So that is an Alicorn Doki. You get rid of your block, you get your backup stacks, and then you will cleanse off them debuffs. There's a Veronica, dude. I love to see Veronica plays. It looks so fun to me. And then a healer at the end. It's a Fucio. And then you go for Kazuya because you pick 2 of the counters to potential control. But then the enemy has a Lilium. So are you banning the Lilium? I think Watchroom is looking good.
Yeah, see what we're gonna ban on Dio's side. I guess there's the Plume. So we're gonna see the Plume removed and the Kazuya
They ban Kazuya.
as well. So
And then Plume's removed. So now it's a Lilium versus no CC. I think this was a really good ban from
William was close to being,
whoever that isn't the one with Lilium. Dude, the UI is so confusing to me, man.
Dio this time round.
yeah, Lilium hasn't had the
Dio is the one with the Heinrich, so it was a good ban from Watchroom, essentially. It was a good read. He knew Kazuya was going to be banned, so he let the Lilium through. Now, Lilium is in a situation where she cannot kill anyone, I don't think. And there's no CCs for her to be immune. This should just be a fast game, no? I think you click S3, you just let them steal, and then Holden will strip it back. Yep, there you go. You let them steal the defense buff. 51% people says Dio's winning? That's interesting.
So low HPs.
I think Watchroom has this though. He should.
Dio thus far. Now obviously Fushu doesn't have quite the level.
Is Dio though? He's a mad lad. There's always a chance.
Really help.
Yeah, may house. Now I don't know Dio that much. I guess yeah, Dio's the one with like the barcode names, right? In the leaderboard.
Immediately come in and
Like if he tries that hard, he needs to win. He needs to win, yo. If he's gonna try that much, you gotta win, baby. You gotta win. But now there's no way. Look at this. There's no shot.
of course,
There's no chance.
doing what he does best. Now we do have the strip
It was so well done by Watchroom. Like the Lilium
now just a
had really low impact here. Because Lilium's good for CCs. But the enemy doesn't even have CC. In fact, he banned off the only CC. I guess he read the Lilium ban, but Watchroom read the fact that he knows that he wants to ban the friggin' Kazuya, I guess. Oh, that's a no bloodbath Doki. Suddenly it's winnable now for Dio. You guys might actually be right. Dio is a mad lad, but nah, there's no way. Heinrich also dies here. Unless you have S3. Oh, you have S3. You live one more time. One more turn.
because we do have the Codex Veronica, so we can just
Ooh, never mind. Dio is a mad lad, eh? I understand it now.
and actually looking slightly healthier. That was a big Lilium.
Chances are it's still Dio that's winning, but I see a potential there. I see a potential there.
Gonna get the Rahu
Yeah, it should be, right? Like, you kill Heinrich, and then you just work on Lilium, and you just win from there.
your Lingluo in this case. There's no real reason to use any of your other skills. Naturally, not gonna get the
Lilium with the S2 here, it's not gonna do anything, I don't think. It's a lot of silence Lilium, so it should be Bloodbath. It won't half health anyone.
from Liam. Will be
Yep.
about a quarter HP.
You have S2 here to get a shield back, but that will be a counter from Holden, maybe Rahu. Nothing. Damn. Here comes the Artisan, extra damage coming in. One good dual attack, I think Heinrich dies, but yo, the Fuchu is actually healing a lot. Like, look at that, Heinrich's full health already. Hold on. Dio might actually win this now. And it was so close too. Like, the freaking Heinrich almost died. He's a fake Dio. That's your union mate Hades. He changed name before season end to confuse enemies. Oh, so this isn't even Dio? God damn. Now, I see 3 Dios on the leaderboard. So I was thinking this Dio person is that much of a sweat. He's like, yo, everyone put your name as me so no one knows what I play. So you're saying Dio is not even the person? is another guy that just said, yo, let's just name ourselves Dio. We don't know who Dio is. Let's just name ourselves Dio to confuse enemies. That's crazy. Any cleaver in this tournament? I've not seen a single one yet. And I will say these players are like top 20 leaderboard. And I'm pretty sure top 20 leaderboard, 90% of them are not cleavers. So you're probably not going to see any cleaves. Yep, everyone can be god doggos. Yo, everyone name yourselves me. Okay? Just in case if they ever make a leaderboard for plat and diamond, I want to confuse the plat and diamond people. I'm going to see them pre-banning like Lilith, baby. The army of Dio and event reset. That's funny though. Like he's just asking, yo, everybody ban name yourself Dio. Wow, you're saying this is your unit Hades? I say so. His name is Hades, huh? He's like, yo, everybody name yourselves Dio. I don't even know who Dio is, but just name yourselves that so we confuse everybody. Who cares, right? What do you think about the bruiser meta? Seems like new season still all bruiser plus some CCs. What wake it? I think it. Well, it is boring. I actually prefer this over like if I'm faster I win, right? The one that I hate the most is if I'm faster I win. That's the worst meta ever because if you just outspeed you win. That's so annoying. At least this is like okay, it's slow. Sometimes it's annoying. It's frustrating, but at least it's skill based, you know. I will say the only thing that I'm very unhappy about is how insane Plume is. Like I think she's just way too good. Like, so far in this tourney, no one really had a good answer to Plume except for post-banning her. I think the only thing that I'm really unhappy about is just Plume. The bruiser Plume thing, yeah? Absolutely agree, yes. True, you hate the matches that decide about how many speed rolls you get? Yeah, if the Messiah meta was the focus, I would have hate this game. Like, thank God Messiah is still strong. It's not overbearing that you cannot counter it, I guess. But if they made the game all like, oh, a speed character that gives greater attack buff to Messiah, pushes 100% action advance, and then just kills you, that's so annoying. That was like Epic 7 for a while. Which is why I played fast, because I cannot be bothered to play slow, because for a while, everyone was cleaving with like Ron, right? So at least this is like, you know, you can slow down, there's gameplay there. The only thing I'm mad about is like Plume being a bit too crazy, but they're releasing Plume counters though. A bit? Yeah, exactly, right? Well, that game was pretty well played. And I would say it's just because the Heinrich didn't die and the Doki died. I will say, yo, takeaway, low-key, Doki kind of needs to have Bloodbath too. What happened there was like the Lilium just one-shot the Doki and she had nothing. Like she had no impact anymore. If that Doki had Bloodbath, could have lived that. But then again, Doki Bloodbath, you're a lot slower. And if you're slower than a Hein, it's much worse, I would say. So it's kind of tough. But yeah, if the Lilium hit the Doki, Doki didn't die because of Bloodbath, that game should have went to the Doki side, in my opinion. Everyone needs Bloodbath in the Bruiser mirror. Yeah, I think so too. That Doki was the counter, like, CCs. I think he also banned the CC, though. Which was kind of weird. Like, it was for Kazuyo's, right? But hey, Kazuyo's nerfed now, so it's at least better. His Lilith is still insane, that's why it's permaban? Oh, I see. Oh, that's why he pre-banned Lilith. I was so, like... curious why there was a freaking Lilith pre-ban. But okay, a cracked Lilith fan. I hope I can see like a good Lilith game. I haven't really seen one. The only one time was Brett that picked the Lilith, but I think the Lilith just didn't do too much there. I'll just use the Plume counter with Plume. You mean, oh, Plume counter with Plume. Yeah, exactly. I hate that the most. Like, Plume is an issue. Oh, there's quote-unquote counters, but then you just use both of them together. I hate that. I hate that a lot. But thankfully... Or maybe not thankful. I don't even know. Like, I wonder what happens when Aya comes out. I feel like Aya counters Plume quite well. But what if Aya just plays with Plume? I think that's just ridiculous too. But I don't think that would be that bad. Like, I don't think that would be the case though. I think Aya, like, if you want to counter Aya, you just don't run debuffs, I guess. So Ziada maybe. But anyways, I was tuned down. Let me check the draft. So Dio or Hades went for a Messiah cleave. Yo. Absolute cinema. The first person to cleave. He's trying to cleave a Holden, a Rahu, a Sanya, and a Chiaki on Lighthouse. That's a Lighthouse Chiaki, so it's prepared to, like, actually be anti-cleave, right? This is actually an anti-cleave type character. But then there's a Lily Messiah on the side of Hades. So Lily Messiah can actually out-cleave this, I think. If Messiah gets the next turn. Like, if Lily can do the S2, Messiah can do the S3, Lily can reset Messiah can do it again. If all of that happens, I think the cleave wins. But the lighthouse is going to stop it. The gigabyte is going to stop it. The reset from the Holden is going to stop it. The strip from the Holden is going to stop it. The Holden with the defense buff is going to stop it. I see a lot of counters.
Yeah, with the follow-up of this,
Supposed to counter a character is still playable with. Yeah. Yeah. But I would say overall, it's not unbearable. This season is not unbearable yet. Now, I don't know what happens when I climb higher. Like, maybe when people realize Yada is actually insanely annoying. Because I still don't know how to counter Yada yet. There you go. So this is the damage, right? We were wondering about Messiah Cleave. This was no attack buff on this Messiah. It still did that much. That's insane damage, actually. But the Lighthouse procs. The Lighthouse procs. Suddenly everyone's full health. I think you just don't cleave this. You can't cleave this. So suddenly everyone's full health. I don't think you can cleave from here now. You get the shield. You get the HP steal as well. But then Sanya, again with a gigabyte now, can full heal everybody. And Rahu is about to get the defense buff. So with the defense buff, it's going to be even harder for Messiah to cleave. But I don't know. I've not watched this yet. Maybe this Messiah pulls it off. There is a Lilium still. That might be a big deal. Lilium be with an almost half health Holden. But I still think, especially with attack down now, this Messiah's not killing. There's no chance. Yeah, I think you just don't cleave. There you go. If you're wondering about cleave, this is what I think cleave is looking like. I don't think it's that good. In before, I still somehow like, you know, jump ahead of the gun and then they still just win. I don't think so, though. There's no way. That is not... Is that a Bloodbath Lily? I don't think so. It's like a Speed Lily, probably. Alright, you just kill the Lilium here. You do have one more S3. I suppose you can live for one more turn. Oh, you go for the shield. That makes sense, too. Here comes the next S3, but they do have the Origami Guardian still at least. Wait, where's the defense buff from Rahu? This might actually kill now. Okay, it does. But then they have a revive, right, soon. Okay, this goes. You're still alive. And then he needs to kill this Lilium quick. Lilium's almost dead. You have another heal. But then Lilium's about to move. Oh, this is actually still neck and neck. This Messiah is insane. I would think the attack down Messiah would not kill. Holy shit. Attack down Messiah still killed it. Sheesh. This might actually be a Messiah W. That's a good Messiah, though. To be able to do that much. With even attack down. Yeah, damn. You do heal off not the right... he needed to heal off the stun there. That was the only win con. But even then, Veronica is, in fact, cooking hard here. Because you get the Soul Ward here. But let's not say it's over yet. Dude, imagine if he got the AoE there with defense buff. He would have been in such a better position. It was not the Suki plus Beyond to Messiah. It's a bit rough. Yeah, but still, if you have a good enough Messiah, look at this. You can actually still pull this off. Now, I'm not going to say you're, like... I'm not going to say he just wins yet. I don't think so yet. Like, if he gets the attack buff, I mean, the defense buff on Rahu, things could change. You can revive right now. I think I won't either, yeah. P5 Messiah? Yeah, it's definitely max dupes. I can assume, like, we can all assume that, I'm pretty sure. It's a full HP on everyone, and now Lilium has really low value, because there's no debuffs for her to be immune by. His Rahu still hasn't done the defense buff. He just needs the defense buff, I think. Otherwise, it's kind of cooked. He needs to buff HP on Rahu, I think. Yep, he needs to, otherwise he dies to Messiah. Messiah has the third S3, still not being able to kill anyone. Like, after Holden, right? So bang, everyone's still alive. So he just needs to live until Lily or just anyone dies. There we go. Finally, Rahu got the defense buff. This was the difference maker. He just needed to do this. Bam. Alright, there you go. That's the end. Pre-damage buff feels useless. Yeah, especially, you know, it's just Bloodbath. It's literally just Bloodbath. Like, it just doesn't feel like you can do enough damage. You do have S3 on this Lilium. But, can you kill with Bloodbath on? You cannot kill. Almost, though. That was pretty close, actually. And now it should just be over, right? Any dual attacks would be fire. You got to heal again. This basically full heals. This is like a good, well-researched as well, I think. The assist does kill it, which it's due time. Like, it's been a while since he was assisted.
Messiah can still turn things around.
The Chiaki was like a well-researched idea, I think. Because it's on Lighthouse, I guess it's just to counter Messiah.
If you don't have any strip to get rid
Because the Lighthouse actually heals back a lot.
could still potentially try and focus someone here.
So I don't think you could win for it. But yeah, this is what Messiah Cleave is feeling like.
Veronica not having skill.
It's a real challenge. Like, you don't just win. Which is, at least, it's what I like, at least. Rather than just, oh, Messiah's so broken that everyone just plays Messiah, outspeeds and wins.
I love the Lighthouse jockey play against
This is like my favorite part, I would say. Just like, at least the speedy players and the slow players both have like win cons. If you have the Beyond Tin push Lily into Messiah, yeah, you can still win. But then if you don't,
initial turns.
it's gonna be tough.
And I think
So at least it's quite skill-based, baby.
that moment where Rahu was quite literally sub-1.
Alright, I mean, there shouldn't be any need to keep watching. I don't think they're killing at all. They're not even bringing back Holden at all. Which I need to learn to do that more. I tend to want to revive, but I just shouldn't. Yep, there's the Messiah kill. Absolutely. And now it's a win. Alright, W play from Dio. Or, was it Dio? No, from Watchroom. But hey, respect the try though on the cleave. I guess he only tried to cleave because it was 1-1. And he could, like, lose one. Oh, wait, was it over? Oh yeah, it's 2-1, never mind. So that's massive balls to try to cleave, I would say. Massive balls. I feel like if he had Plume, Messiah, or Lilium could kill. Did he have Plume in the draft? I know there was someone that picked Plume. It just got banned. Yeah, Dio got Plume, I think, right? Was it this game? No, it's not this game. It wasn't this game. Where's the draft at? Yep, Watchroom got the first pick Plume. So if he didn't get the first pick Plume here, Dio would have the Plume. And yeah, if you got the Plume, the defense shred as well, you might have definitely like got that, especially with the Curse Quill. But Plume is always it's always a Plume ban. Like, he banned Plume as well. Yeah, no Plume to be seen. When there's no Plume, the game can be played. In my opinion. Kind of annoying. Alright, let's check out the next draft. Bit of a long watch party today, eh? Alright, Ronnie plays. Has the Plume. And there you go. There's the pick Plume plus the counter to Plume together. And we got Bread, the GOAT. Going with Tiamat and Holden. Holden against a Plume. So I'm thinking at this juncture, I have to ban the Plume if I'm Bread. Because, you know, I'm a defense scaler, right? Otherwise, it's going to be really hard. And I'm thinking maybe Lilith last pick probably if I'm Bread. Or if you go solo healer, then they'll ban the healer. And that's a Codex of Magic Veronica, I see. Are you going to go to healer though? If it's the healer, I think the ban will be Mio and Linglo. Yep, the ban goes to Linglo because Ronnie wants to control you. And he wants to use Plume as well. I think Brett still bans Plume. And it will be tough because Veronica is against Hein. Yep, he bans the Plume. You have to ban the Plume. That is so annoying because if you pick the Plume, it's like they know. You just know they have to ban it or you win. This is the one thing I hate about the meta right now. Just Plume. Okay, so I want to say the side of Hein has this, but it's a Dark Moon Hein. So is it Bloodbath? If it's not Bloodbath, he lost. I think if it's not Bloodbath on Hein, he absolutely lost that. And did I just... What? Oh, Lily outsped. So hold on. This is actually a race, kind of. It's an Amber Lily with speed, right? Because that's a Codex Mio. So that's a speedy Lily that outsped, pushed the Holden. There's no immunity on Mio, so now the Mio is just dead, right? I wonder how fast the Mio was.
I think it caught it definitely the turn meter. I'm sure the skill reset most likely happened as well. Resist not a,
will you steal anything here? I think you might as well. Or do that. Yeah, that makes sense too. Dude, the S2 from her does a lot. Especially at max lattice. You get the shield, you get some protection, but now here comes the block. The moment the block goes up, Veronica's so bad. It was Bloodbath on the Mio, and it's Bloodbath on the Heinrich. So both of them are on Bloodbath. That makes a lot of sense, but they still do die. Because Veronica's damage plus the Tiamat, that's a lot of damage right there. From here, is it still winnable? It might still be. Because Heinrich with the block on the... Yeah, look at that. Oh, but the Death Break though on the Rahu. The Death Break on the Rahu might have just sealed it. He needed to not have the Death Break, I think. Because right now it's going to be really hard. Brett's Lily is 330 on double speed strive. Right now... Wait, who... Brett is using the one with Tiamat, right? The one with Tiamat's Bread? Yeah, the one with Tiamat's Bread. So that is fast. 330 is fast. But I wonder how fast the Mio was, because the Mio had Bloodbath. So I guess it was maybe 320?
No, that's just a joke. The prediction there.
Maybe it's a Swift Rush Bloodbath with Smite. Mio. Alright, you got the wound in. And yep, that Death Break, dude. If he didn't have the Death Break on Rahu, he killed the Tiamat there.
Absolutely not. And I think
He has to kill Tiamat now, and thankfully you triggered the
it does get popped onto the Tiamat there.
you triggered the friggin' thing.
Down pretty low, but not out of the game
The Amber.
completely. Still,
But now what I'm noticing is
plenty of
Veronica's about to move. Holden is doing Holden things. Veronica has AoE that kills Hein or get close to. You have to kill Tia. Or I guess while Fuchu should outspeed anyway, maybe you don't kill Tia. I don't think you win anymore because mainly because of Death Break Rahu, I think. Alright, no Death Break anymore in Rahu, so suddenly Rahu's like woken up. But then it's still a Holden versus Rahu, so yeah, I don't think we're gonna win that. But who knows yet? Who knows yet? Tia has damage here? Yeah. So basically you have to kill Tia, like no matter what, however you do it, you just have to kill it. It's still an Amber Lily. You still have a heal with Fucho. Dark Moon goes in, triggers your Amber. The Amber Lily is actually low-key cooking. Because you see, like, the twin trick is on Holden. So when Lily comes back, it's gonna continually do dual attacks with Holden. That's actually pretty good. Just hit anything without shield? Yeah, exactly. Tiamat should not do that kind of damage in S1. If she doesn't, she's so much worse, actually, than how she is now, I suppose. Oh, the resistance on Heinrich. That could be big. If Heinrich still has S3, that's huge. But Heinrich should just die, though. Dark Moon? I guess Dark Moon was good just to stop, like, just to have, like, an extra turn of block. I suppose that makes sense. But this seems grim for the Heinrich team. The issue was the Mio, honestly. The Mio wasn't really doing too much. Don't think you win this, because Rahu elemental disadvantage against the Holden. Holden has defense shred. Don't think you can win from there. Yeah, you got your S3. Do you kill, though? There's a chance. Yeah, not quite. One more Death Break. If you can get a Death Break on Holden, that's all that matters. You start with the D-spell, which makes sense. Oh, no shield. I don't think you win against that Holden. Pretty sure you don't. So Bread should win. There you go. Like, good dual attack. Yo, the Amber Lily tech. That's what I'm copying as well. It's been working well. Not too shabby. If he does a big Mio, Bread just bans the wound character and Amber's too OP to beat. Yeah, I suppose he's forced to. So that's just well played. That's just well played, I guess. I guess the double wound was for the Amber. I feel like the idea made sense. You know, you wound the Amber, you kill them like that. But then the bruiser, right? Because they have Holden, you have Rahu. Rahu's gonna have a harder like time dealing with the Holden. And there was a time where Rahu got death broken by Holden. I think that was like quite annoying because the Rahu just did way less damage. But the idea was there. I see the idea. That was well played by both sides, though, I would say. And Brett came out on top. Alright, let's see what's the ban looking like. So far, the moment there's Plume, you ban the Plume. Is what I'm understanding so far again. So if someone's gonna lock pick the Plume, what happens, right? Well, you cannot let the enemy do that, so you pick it first on the side of Bread. So Brett now has Plume and Holden. I think this is smart. You always pick the Holden. Because the enemy has only Rahu left. And you know you're going to fight Tiamat anyway, I guess. So I guess there's two ways to look at this. Yeah, I guess it's kind of just like, whatever. Because right now he could play Tiamat. I guess when they play Tiamat, yeah, there goes the Tiamat. You could play Mizuki here, if you want. Or you can lock a healer, right? Lock a healer, go Mizuki. Yep, that's probably what he's doing. He's going to lock a healer. Maybe not Mizuki, though, but definitely lock a healer, right? Or the Lily. Ooh. If it's Lily, it's aggressive, okay? So instead of going heals, he's going shield sustains. Is what I'm thinking. Okay, so it's Veronica with the shields and soul wards. They have no strippers on their side. Ronnie would want to pick a Heinrich to counter the Veronica, but Heinrich in this, like, trying to fight Holden, that's just really hard. Especially with Lily at the side. The Lily tech, though, is kind of, like, insane. I feel like the Lily tech is not being beaten that easily right now. He goes for the control idea.
Cosio, while not having a direct cleanse.
Lilium is not Lilium is pre-banned.
I really like what Ronnie's
I'm surprised Brett just pre-bans Lilium every time, huh?
He had to decide, do I ban Cosio? Do I need to bring a cleanser? Do I want a second activator for Lily in case Holden?
If he picks Kazuyo,
What he's gonna bust out.
oh, he picks Viper. Double heal with Viper Rahu Tiamat. That looks legit like my draft. It's just heal, heals, heals, and then
When you say
hyper bulky.
might get stolen away,
It abused a lot of some HP scaling.
he has Viper on the Golden Lion. He is
I see.
a threat, and I think
Who do you mean? You mean Ronnie?
nice lineup, so Ronnie could have had a huge
Like HP scaling with like Tiamat, right?
Ooh, yeah, very
Maybe Red doesn't want to deal with the HP lock.
And then we're gonna see
Is it that? Oh, you mean Brett is locking is pre-banning Lilium
the Fushu has gone, but it is still
because he doesn't want to deal with the HP lock for HP scalers? I don't even think he plays that much HP scalers. It doesn't look like it.
second guessing.
He plays Lilith, but then he plays Holden more than anything.
You would have had it on
Oh wait, who the hell let Plume through?
I think that was the
Who did you ban? You banned Kazuyo? Oh. Because you have to ban Kazuyo if you don't have immunity, right? Ronnie probably don't have immunity. Even if you do have immunity, like after the first turn, you could get full slept and you just die. Because of the Lily third pick lock, guys.
earlier I was confused.
The Lily third pick lock allows the last pick Kazuyo to suddenly work.
so funny 'cause you would have had it on point, a scoundrel.
So now suddenly there's a Plume on the side. Yeah, it's just over, right? Like Plume just wins. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just skip ahead because I know it's just gonna be a Plume win. We're probably gonna watch the same thing. Plume just does Curse Quill, wins in the end. I'm guessing. Let's see if I'm right. Oh shit. Oh shit, G.
Going to steal away.
Oh shit, G. I think I'm right. Oh shit. Wait a second. I think I'm right. Let's check out like the final moments, I guess. It was 5 Curse Quill, 4 Curse Quill, 5 Curse Quill.
Down the attack.
I guess it was a little bit close. Actually, it's worth watching. It's Tiamat versus Holden. Let's actually watch a bit more. Let's actually watch a bit more.
What he's gonna bust out.
Here we go again. Yeah, it's probably just the same thing. Just Plume with the defense break and stuff.
But now it's second guessing
I see a Holden.
the right thing again.
And Viper against a Plume is one of like the ideas I thought would be pretty good. Because, you know, he's forced to AoE. You counter a lot with Viper.
Through, and you see the Golden Lion. The Golden Lion got buffed, I believe.
So Plume goes here, S3.
One, and
Defense break onto the Rahu. He's a lot weaker now. He's way, way, way weaker. Like, that Rahu can just not do shit for a while. Unless you just get a lucky cleanse. You need to cleanse the right thing, though. Do you? You go for the rest first. I mean, the S3. You don't cleanse the right thing on the right unit, so Rahu is continually going to be weak. That Veronica S2 shield, like, that just does a lot with Lattice, man. Holy shit. That looks so scary. Alright, so you went for the shield here. Rahu here cannot do much. I would have maybe... Nah. You see, Rahu against Plume as well. Even if Rahu S3s, Plume is just gonna outpace him and then S3 again. Get rid of your defense buff and then defense break you again. That is so annoying.
Going after
So I always cleanse the 2 lowest HP.
down a little bit.
Yeah, actually true. I don't know why I forgot about that. So I guess the lowest HP was Tiamat with Viper. So it wouldn't be Rahu no matter what. So yeah, now he's in such a hard position. Because it's almost 100% of the time, Tiamat should have lower HP most of the time with the damage sharing. But look at that damage as well. Defense break with weakness with Curse Quill. Holden's doing insane damage. There's no death break on Holden.
Decent amount of healing still left in the tank though, and that will be
And it's just cooked. You do turn though. In the end, it's going to be Ken Tiamat solo.
the Tiamat finally transforms.
Ken Tiamat solo Holden. It's basically just it.
Gets taken down.
Rahu's just not doing a lot of damage. That's a death broken Plume. She should have died, but Rahu's just not doing damage. Because of death break.
From the Veronica for the
That Veronica S2 is doing bits though. It's doing a lot.
now trying to
And yep, dual attack with the Lily tech with the bruiser kills the Holden. That should be just game. But I think after this, there's probably gonna be counters and yep, there we go. There's the counter that really like made it a lot closer. Counter into Plume. That's a Golden Lion Viper.
healthy. That might be too much.
Viper it has not been countering. There's weaken as well. Ticklish damage exactly. Curse Quill also reduces damage taken. I mean damage dealt. There's the counter, not from Viper, but from Holden instead. So that freaking Viper is not having the nicest time. Look at how stupid this is. He played well, all things considered, because he drafted 2 blue units into a red Holden. But because Plume is just putting the weakness on the Curse Quill and everything, like you just take more damage on the side of Viper Tiamat. You just don't get to win from there. You can res, but you're not going to. You're gonna boost up Tiamat. Make sure she's healthy. Buff still doesn't matter. I wouldn't even really use it yet.
2 steel.
You use it, I suppose. Not that there's any point in saving. You get a soul ward, but it loses effect right here. You're gonna go dispel. Yep, there you go again. You put it up again. Weakness up again. It's so hard to deal with that, right? Here, you actually kill the Plume because there's no healers on the side of Red. If there was any healers at all, that Plume's not dying, right? And now there's a dual attack with the Holden. Hyper value. This is actually close. Because Sun is healing, there's no healers on Brett's side, but there is a Veronica, and there's a lot of shields here. So this one hit of reset should do a lot of damage. And he needs to go for Sonya first. This shield's gonna do a lot too. There you go. Even more shields. And it's an Amber Lily that outspeeds and the dual attacks. Yo, that dual attack tech with Lily. That's big. The bright side is if Plume Style got nerfed, we got character reset. I don't think she'll be nerfed. If she will, oh, people will be mad. Because people pulled for her. Like, a lot of people pulled for her because of how broken she is. And if you just nerf her after one season... Ooh, that's gonna be... some people will be mad. Some people will be mad. I feel like there's no right answers, you know? And that actually kills it. The win there was actually... Okay, Plume, definitely. And then the Lily dual attack really made a difference. So Lily and Plume together, insane, huh? Who would have thought? Lily and Plume together is insane. Two of the broken supports, huh? Alright, who was the final? You know, we're just gonna skip ahead. I think it's just more the same thing. Let's get to the finals, I guess. We've been watching for too long anyway. Where is the finals at? Alright, so the final game was Rob That Guy winning every time. You know, we'll check both of the games, like the drafts, I suppose. Rob That Guy and Watchroom. Rob That Guy won both. Who had the Plume? Oh, Watchroom with the Plume lost? Did he ban the Plume? Let me guess, he did. He banned the Plume. Chat, we figured it out. You banned the Plume. You just banned the Plume, huh? You banned the Plume, you had 2 healers left. Well, I speed things forward. I've been watching way too long, I think.
We are jumping into the first game of this semi-final here.
Linglord Chiaki, and you're running Tiamat Mizuki. Tiamat with Mizuki together, so you don't get Mizuki on their side. I guess that makes sense. I'm surprised you lost this one. Or Watchroom. Rob That Guy won twice. Oh my god, look at the damage on that guy. Maybe just come back. So it's Holden straight away S2. Makes sense. And then a dual attack. That didn't really do too much. What happened here? You just S1. Did you dual attack again? Oh, you dueled again. You dueled again. Okay. Is this like a luck thing? No way, right? You heal here. Yep. And then Tiamat back now. S1. Check this S1 damage on Tia. Jesus. That's on a bloodbath Holden. That's a lot of damage, man. I know you get AoE though. I want to not watch this because it's probably more the same thing, but I kind of want to know. How the hell did that happen? It's a long game though, 100%, right? We'll just skip ahead a little bit. It's just gonna be a lot of healing and yep, it's probably gonna be one random like duel or something that changed everything. Alright, let's check right here. Yeah, S1 with his algorithm. Yep, again with the S1 right there. That takes off a third quarter, a third of a quarter. Yeah. And then it just kills Holden, explodes it. Sheesh. How did that Tiamat do so much? That Tiamat must be cracked as shit. And I guess if you kill the Holden, you're just winning from there. You have Artisan Sustain, you have double heals. The enemy has only 1 Rahu. You have 2 bulky characters. This might be a case of gear diff as well. I feel like that Tiamat was doing way too much. Now from there, it's just Tiamat killing everybody, right? Yeah, I think so. There's a side of Bazooka as well. And look at how long this game went. I'm speeding forward so much. This game went for a while. I'm not watching all that. This is probably more the same thing. Jesus Christ, that's long. I wonder how the commentators dealt with that. Oh, did they just yield? I think he just yielded. Did he yield? Oh, nah. He waited until like Rahu died. Yep, that dies. Tiamat critting the Rahu kills him. Jeez, that freaking Tiamat's cracked like out the gills. Alright, Rob That Guy wins the first one. How about the second fight? The second fight, how's the draft? Rob That Guy has Plume. Did the Plume get banned? If not, then I guess that's why he won. He gets Plume and Lilium. The Lilium is on Jackal. He banned the Plume? He banned the Plume. Okay, this is actually watchable then. Tiamat 180% crit? Yeah, that was insane. Like, how the hell did Tiamat crit every time? even on a disadvantage. Maybe he got lucky, but still, being able to still kill a Rahu, sheesh. How is this game gonna go, actually? It was Lily with a Jackal Guard. Probably with Bloodbath, obviously with Bloodbath. Giving it to Holden, and it's just Holden dual attack, like, killing him like that, right? There's also Tiamat, plus a heal. This is a stacked team. And on the other side is only one Sonya. It's again gonna be a long game, though. Where's the damage from Veronica, right? It should be a lot, yeah. That's a lot. Alright, we'll just move forward. It's gonna be the same thing again. Just a lot of healing. And a lot of sustaining. Until suddenly the damage goes up because of etheria. And then they finally start killing, right? Alright, Tiamat changed a turn here. I want to watch the final more, honestly. Ooh, they almost killed the Linglord here. What happened there? But then Tiamat's also almost killing. This is when etheria effects like high. Rahu with S1 going into Linglord, and then Sana triggering the assist, almost killing Linglord. This was actually close. If he killed the Linglord here, he just wins. That's legit just Linglord surviving. Every bit of HP mattered there. Now you kill the Sana. Yep, like it's just a difference of like which healer died first, and it was Sana, and that's the win. Killing the Sana first. And this was Tiamat versus Mizuki. I'm surprised that Tiamat won, but I guess there was the Holden there. It was the Lily Holden at the side that did a lot too. And then Tiamat S1 kills it. Dude, I low-key like Tiamat's normal S1 a bit more than like even her dragon form. That S1 hits so much. Like it hits for a lot. But interesting game there. I don't know how this game works anymore. It's like on this level, I'm sure whatever we think is probably less like it's not exactly accurate. Like they probably think about way more things than us, but yeah, the game is complicated, yo. A normal S1 deals more damage. Yeah, to one enemy, right? Obviously. And I feel like I like that a lot sometimes, because that's like a difference maker there. In one of the games, it was Tiamat S1, the normal form Tiamat S1, getting enough to turn her into the dragon form, and she took the turn instantly. Add on the normal form damage, plus the enhanced form damage, you just destroyed the Holden like that. Because that was an explosive damage there, right? So, anyways, let's focus back on here. This is the final, right? Brett versus Rob that guy. Brett went for Tiamat Holden first, going against Plume and Fruitio. So the problem in the counter, both picked. And Brett is doing a good job at countering Plume then. Unless he bans him. And does he ban him? He's fighting Mizuki. I mean, he's fighting, yeah, he has a Tiamat, and he's fighting Mizuki. Is he fighting it though? But there is a Doki. He bans Mizuki because he wants to play with Tiamat. And Rob that guy thought, Brett would ban the Plume. That's why he bans the defense scaler. Right? So that allows... I feel like this is just a good ban from Brett. Like he read what would get banned and picked the right thing. He went Doki to deal with the Plume. Doki deals with the Plume somewhat. I guess Rob that guy thought that Brett would ban Plume instead. So he banned the defense scaler, I suppose? Yeah. Probably that. And then he had to ban Mizuki because he's playing Tiamat. This might have been like just a luck thing, like a 50-50 ban. If he let Mizuki through and banned someone else in that instead, like things could have been a bit different. But, well, we don't know how the inner workings of their mind works yet. There is a Plume, though, on the field. But Plume is going against a Doki. Now, this Doki, I'm not sure if it's only fast or not. If it's only fast or if it does have Bloodbath. Doki with the cleansing, so that Plume is a lot less of a threat, but it's still a threat. Never mind, I just realized, yo, that's a solo Plume. What is happening? Huh? I gotta go back and check the draft again. It was Doki. Wait. It was Mizuki, Plume, Futsu. Where's your second damage dealer? Hold on. I think Rob that guy dropped the ball there. It's solo Plume. You're not killing that. Solo Plume that's countered even. Like, it's definitely just like, wait until Plume dies. What the hell? No damage trap, exactly. That is just an oopsie. So unfortunate that the oopsie happened. Why are you losing though? Holy shit. Nah. This should just mean like Plume should just be nerfed. Look at this. How is this no damage team being able to like drop such high HP on that Rahu, for example? Look at it. He gave Twin Trick to Plume and is legit Plume DPS. Are you kidding me? We can actually watch from here. I wonder what happens. Plume is doing enough damage with just a Lily. Hold on now. This is stupid. Like if anyone thinks Plume doesn't need a nerf after this, like what the hell? 2 best sustains, that's why. Yeah, but still, Plume should not. Plume being a support should not be able to pull this off. It just shouldn't. She's a support. As you said, 2 best supports. What do you mean the support just support the other support and turns the other support to a damage dealer? That's so ridiculous. Holy shit. I don't think she wins in the end. But wow, that's annoying. Like, you're just eventually going to get the backup stacks, get rid of your defense break on Rahu, and it's just going to be sudden. And the damage just explodes out and someone starts dying, right? Well, what the hell, bro? Alright, we'll just skip it. It's just gonna be the same thing, right? There we go. That's the big move. Still not killing anyone. But Tiamat's coming in here, probably killing someone. But this is a ridiculous game. Yeah, you cannot win from there. Yeah. The moment the etheria effect starts, the healing starts getting lower. Yep, there you go. Tiamat kills it. This is just a misplay by Rod that got 100%, misdraft. Like, you need another carry. But the fact that it almost worked is ridiculous. I don't think you could have won that, but the fact that it almost worked. That freaking Plume almost did enough damage to at least kill the Rahu is ridiculous. If nerf Plume turned me to passive, she would still be good. Yeah, I do agree. I don't think she needs to be this stacked. Right? Like, the fact that she could still handle damage dealing alone. I do that myself. I'm on Jacko Guard. And I've killed a freaking Lilium based on just Jacko Guard, 1 S3. And, you know, one ally that also hit Lilium 1 time. And suddenly the Lilium just explodes. I feel like Plume is just way too much value. Even for damage, yo. Like, why would we need her to do even good in damage? That's insane. Like, clenching moment. Yeah. If I'm him, I might have dropped the ball too. If I'm Brett, I'm like, oh shit, why is this Plume actually low-key destroying me? I'll be kind of panicky too. Well, one thing I noticed, Brett likes to go Holden Tiamat instantly. Holden Tiamat and the Lock Lily third. This seems to be the go-to for Brett. But let's remember though, this is pre-buff patch. So after the buff patch, I actually think Zyada counters the normal bruiser idea of like trying to Tiamat Holden. You just Zyada explode on the Holden 3 times in a row and then it just dies, right? But he lost the Plume this time. I've never seen this. I mentioned this. I've never seen this happen before. The Plume lock. The Plume ban protect. So the enemy now goes for Futsu and Doki. Both quote-unquote counters Plume. I feel like both does kind of counter Plume, but not fully. Doki can cleanse off defense rate, but cannot cleanse off Curse Quill. So in the end, she's still going to do a lot of damage with the Curse Quill alone. It's an undispellable debuff, and it could be like 45% extra damage. It's stupid. Futsu, you get more healing, more turn meter every time Plume goes, but then Plume has a death break. You have no cleanse. Like, it's still tough. All right, let's check out the draft. Hold on. So Brett went for the double bruiser, Holden Tiamat with 1 healer Chiaki. Only 1 healer. So if I'm Rob that guy, I have 2 healers. I would ban the Chiaki, but then you gotta consider the Plume plus Lily, 2 of the best supports, with Plume being able to just like stop you from existing. So if I'm Brett, I'm thinking since I guarantee I'll have the Plume, I'm banning Doki. But he banned someone else. He banned Futsu. Okay. So I assume he's thinking he can kill the Doki. This Doki doesn't seem to have Bloodbath, so he's thinking he can kill the Doki. And he does ban... Rob that guy does ban the only healer. That makes sense. So suddenly now, Doki does counter Plume a little bit. This is what I mean. It counters Plume a little bit. You get rid of the Death Shred, but you still have the Curse Quill though. You gotta deal with the Curse Quill. Does this Doki have Bloodbath? Why Plume go into 3rd pick? Because Plume is always post-ban. So 3rd pick ban protect Plume forces them to have to counter the Plume. And I'll say it, I don't think anyone counters Plume directly. Not even Doki, I don't think. Unless you outspeed and controller or cleaver. Like, Doki can get rid of the defense break and weakness, yes. But Doki cannot... First of all, Doki without Bloodbath doesn't live. Like, look at this. This is with Bloodbath. And he still probably dies to Tiamat Holden. And secondly, Doki can cleanse off weakness and death break, not Curse Quill. Curse Quill is still going to be around. And consider this as well. They have Linglore plus Doki. 2 cleansers against 1 Plume. None of them can handle Curse Quill. So in a longer fight, you will still lose in the end. But if they can out-sustain it, they win. So we'll see. Maybe Plume just doesn't do a lot this game. But so far, they have 2 critical kills on Rahu, 2 critical kills on Doki, 1 critical on Sonya. If it gets to 10, you just lose. If FRS worked correctly, that will counter Plume. You mean you would hope that critical could be countered, could be resisted? That's interesting as a thought, I would say. But yeah, it's hard to balance this character, I would say. I don't know. She does feel like the only outlier of a character right now. Like, she's just too strong, in my opinion. But look at this. The weakness with Cursed Quill, you're not killing the Plume. But since you locked in all the healers, you ban the healer as well. You have to kill the Plume first. But then there's also a Tiamat Holden with a Lily. Lily that aggressively helps the Holden to kill the Doki. If Doki dies, Plume becomes unstoppable. So you just focus Doki here. This is what Brett is doing, right? You focus Doki hard, the dual attack into one more hit and a Doki, and then suddenly Doki just dies. So it's a race of, can you kill Plume first, or can Doki die first? If Doki dies first, Plume just wins. And still, look at the Curse Quill. 7 stacks of Curse Quill on the Doki. 5 stacks of Curse Quill undispellable on the Rahu. They are taking much more damage now. It's like etheria effect just went crazy on the enemy team, but not on Brett's team, right? So that Doki's still alive, but still 7 critical stacks. If they hit Doki, that thing's about to die. There you go. You hit Doki, the whole shield is gone. D-spell is up again. Doki with the backup stacks will deal with this, but the Tiamat is coming up. Alright, more damage from Jackal Guard. OP. Here comes the Sonya. You have to protect the Doki. If Doki dies, you lose your counter to Plume and you're dead. But look at that Purify. Yep, you do Purify. Here comes the S1, almost killing her again. She's at the brink of death. No more skill on her end. Freaking Plume is still not dead because Bloodbath, because weakness on Rahu. Look at that. Rahu doesn't even do damage there. Rahu should have killed there, but can't. So, yeah. Rahu should be able to handle the Doki, right? Artisan as a sustain, dude. Artisan Rahu, Holden might just be like, might just be the wave instead of Jackal Guard. I've been using Jackal Guard. I like it with the Bulwark, but Artisan for the sustain, just for like a no heal team, seems pretty good. And I say no heal, there's still a Tiamat heal. People forget, but Tiamat can actually heal. Tiamat can actually heal quite well with a heal over time. So now it's a dual attack fest for Holden. It's just Jover, right? You probably have permanent defense break on the Holden now, since Doki died. So yep, the friggin' Holden strips here. Yes, so no immunity. And in no time, I'm pretty sure... Alright, Tiamat start turning, and it's just Jover. And just like that. Jackal damage though for late game. I feel like both are good. Like, they have their good potential there, right? Artisan to protect like a Plume. The enemy's trying to focus on Plume. Oh, suddenly Plume survives for one more turn. She can use one more S3 with the protection of the shield. That is big. So I assume, you know, I suppose it's about what you have that's better and how you draft, I guess. The Bulwark is also really good. Well, Bread just wins that, yeah? Just pure destruction out of Bread. Wow. So that was the tournament. What do we think? I think the tournament was great, first of all. Like, you know, the quality was not bad at all. Like, it for a constant type of tourney that runs a lot, like it runs constantly, it happens pretty often. That's pretty good. It's got like the whole sort of analysis desk with like the 2 casters. We've got the whole freaking host as well, the cute girl. Pretty nice, pretty nice. All right, let's check out what she showed me. What do we learn from it? You pick Plume. You just pick Plume. If you get the Plume, there's a really good chance you win. If they post-ban Plume, it's then like a skill issue. It will now finally be skill-based. Because Plume lets you win unwinnable fights. I don't like that. It's quite annoying, but yeah, let me watch this. Hold on. What's this about? This is no Plume game. So when there's no Plume, okay, a solid game. I see in my eyes a solid game. This was your Tiamat, right? I think your Tiamat, you mentioned your Tiamat killed 3 of their bruisers. Like, how did that happen? Okay, first of all, I think he does not have lattice, I don't think. Not max, at least. How the hell did Tiamat pull this one off? It's against a Bazooki with 2 insane bruisers. Do you just do a lot? Yeah, you just do a lot. I think this is a lattice diff, right? You must have a really good Tiamat, first of all. And the enemy just doesn't do as much damage as you, I feel like. The only Plume loss is the force support. Yeah, it's the only game Plume loss that didn't get post-banned is when Plume is picked with no damage. That's the one game Plume lost, I think. Actually, no. One more game, Pokemon. There's 2 games Plume lost that off my head that I can remember. One game is Plume got picked with no damage. That's the one game. That's just a mistake. The other game is when Plume is picked with bruisers and the enemy went for Lily plus Kazuyo to control the enemy team fully. Now Plume didn't get to really do much because he's just perma CC'd. So I do agree. Yeah, if you're asking me. What counters Plume? You CC her, you outspeed her, cleave her. Yes? We've seen one cleave, he lost. The Messiah couldn't cleave. It wasn't even against Plume. And we've seen one person trying to CC the Plume. That worked out. Because he did outspeed and he did CC. But then if you can't outspeed, oh shit. Or if he banned Kazuyo in that game. Like that game was Lily Kazuyo. If he banned Kazuyo, that was the only CC he had. It was just Kazuyo. If you banned Kazuyo, things could have been different as well. P4 Tia, 2 more days, he's gonna be P5. Yeah, no wonder. I think the enemy here is not running at you with like the same amount of investments, right? This should be big damage. Boom. Look at that. Even the Chiaki is dying. And also, you have 2 healers plus a Doki. I will say, if you find Mizuki, I think having Doki is good. Like, you got the wound, yes, but it's gonna get despelled in no time, right? And Sana is also purifying. So, easy peasy. You should just win. They have only 1 Chiaki. Awesome possum. Yeah, so far, what I'm understanding, let me check my team real quick. What I want to change. I mean, that's just the 20 pre-buff, so it's not really even accurate. But I do think, first of all, I want Bloodbath Doki. That's what I'm understanding. Bloodbath Alicorn Doki would be great if there's Bloodbath on Alicorn. Or I at least want to like force the Alicorn. Let's check out if you have Bloodbath on Alicorn. Okay, you do. So I'm looking for Swift Rush, Bloodbath, Swift Smite, Alicorn. This is what I see a lot of. I think it'll be good. So even more farming to do. Unfortunate. And then a Bloodbath Heinrich. It needs to be speedy as well. I see a Dark Moon. I've seen what else? I've been wondering how you play him well. And I'm glad I watched this now that I know, right? I've seen Jackal Guard. But my initial idea of Lighthouse might not even be that bad. I'm not gonna lie. Just Lighthouse, because Heinrich's like a high priority target. You have Lighthouse there, they just don't kill. Isn't that kind of good? So we've been looking for that. Maybe a Bloodbath Swift Rush. Okay, you can get Swift Rush here. Swift Rush Bloodbath. So Swift Rush BB Smite Hein. I think that's my wave. I think I would love to do that just to counter Veronica #1. And I've noticed everyone literally hits Heinrich first. So if I have Lighthouse, that might be just better for me. But if I don't have the correct Lighthouse, maybe I'll just stick to a good old Jackal Guard. I've been farming Jackal Guard for so long though, I just don't have the right one. I guess it's this one, Swift Rush, Bloodbath, Swift Smite. That'll make the most sense. I'm not gonna fit in the Bulwark. Yeah, I might just be putting this one in. This might be it. That might be my next project, I suppose. What else did I think that I should build? Veronica was interesting, but she's a lattice character. You have to have good lattice on her, otherwise she's way worse. Kazuyo post nerf, I don't know yet, but I still think she could be used. I do think what I've learned the most is Lily on this build, chat. I think we might want to ride this wave for what Brett showcased. A Swift Rush, Bloodbath, Swift Smite, Amber Lily. If you can be fast, go for being speedy, but then the rest you put in bulk. And then you draft this with like Holden, you draft this with like Tiamat. That sounds pretty good. And maybe I'll be putting Artisan back on Holden instead of Jackal, maybe. I guess I could just use it anyway. But we'll test all those ideas tomorrow. Today was supposed to just be like a watch party. And it was supposed to just be like a learning fest to see what the people are doing. Yeah, that'll be all for today. I'll be going off, working on some videos. We'll be up at the same time tomorrow. It should be a slightly longer stream. We're gonna actually play games. We'll do some viewer battles, maybe. That'll be all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed and learned a couple of stuff along with your boy. I'm gonna have a lot more videos coming up as well, covering the newer stuff, like the newer buff patch and all that. If you want to watch that's on the channel, I appreciate you all for showing. Appreciate you, Shin. Appreciate you, Lajian. Appreciate you, Pokemon. Appreciate everyone from the YouTube chat as well. Yeah, I appreciate even all the lurkers too. It's a lot of support for your boy, even just lurking, yes? So, I'll be ending now. See you tomorrow. And yeah, take care. Appreciate you as well, Kodomine.